Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem meh.
I'm Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Full show ahead. Lots to get to. Sean Callahan next segment. We also have, hey, I tell you what, here's a preview. We have some great mailbag questions today. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I looked this morning. We have some really
we
good
have to think
mailbag
really
questions.
Are they great questions, but it takes time to get the answer.
I think,
You know what I mean? Sometimes you're like, hey, it's a great question. I need to think about this a little bit. I need to get back to you.
I think that 2 of them are really top of the, just top of your head. You'll figure it out right away. You'll be,
Top of your head.
Got it. Right there.
Okay. What do you got on your shirt there, Sparky?
Well, this is a Castle Pines logo from Colorado.
You got that.
Yeah. Castle Pines.
Sweet
It's a
shirt.
golf course.
Hey, tell me
Colorado.
that's not a good shirt, though.
That's a great shirt.
That's the first time you actually said something nice about my shirts. Usually it's, hey, that's a nice plain green shirt you have there, Jake. Right? Nice plain blue. The one green shirt's not that bad.
Okay, excuse me. I need to. Where are the green shirts at? What's the rack of green shirts?
But how often do you see it? How often do you see a color of that side? A color like that.
That is sweet.
Thank you.
Have you ever worn that?
This is the first time I've ever worn it today.
Yeah.
So thank you for noticing that.
Yes.
I know. Am I that predictable that I wear the same shirts every day? We all do. We're all guilty of it on this show. We all wear this.
I
wear
do
the same shirts every day.
I wear the same stuff daily.
I've seen that shirt before.
Yeah,
The Tri-County Ag shirt. Shout out to our listener sent that in a couple months ago. It's great.
They clothe us.
They do. They do.
I took. How about your sweatpants? Have those made an appearance? Or are they back in the garage?
Yeah. Do we still have those? Are they gone? They still exist? Or where are those at?
Okay, I'm gonna try it. I got 3 other ones that I found. I'll see if those pass muster.
I don't think if they're anything like that, just burn them. Just throw them away.
Burn them.
They were that bad. They caught me and Bill very off guard, saying, "What is happening with the pants?"
They caught me off guard.
Yeah, it was not good.
I'm not going to burn them. They're perfectly fine for around the house.
Well, don't bring them to the studio. It scared us. It threw us off for a whole show. We just couldn't take it seriously that show.
The only thing that's mildly interesting about that is when I put them on, I did think for a second, are these guys going to notice this?
Yep.
And I thought, but my second.
Could you not?
My second was no, they're not. They don't give a damn what I wear.
We usually don't, but it
was a hot top.
Took 4 seconds.
Yeah,
Bill, we typically don't care what he wears, but that one was so odd. It was just like, what in the world is happening?
It wasn't even so much the sweatpants. Was the color was unbelievable, but then
they were so baggy.
They were a foot too long,
and they were very wide for your legs too. Like you were like swimming in those things.
There's no doubt. Hey, Ralph Sampson, do you want a pair of sweats? Yeah, where's Sipples? Yeah.
Foot too long. Let's go with 5 inches.
A foot too long, a foot too wide. It was bad.
Okay,
it was bad. By the way, you can call or text us at 402-464-5685. Watch and comment on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or Allo. Channel 951 Hour 1 is sponsored by our good friends at Gaina Trucking. Let's get off the bat to some idle chit-chat.
Their sports takes are great,
generally speaking,
but the random conversations are even better.
I don't know if you want to talk about that on the radio.
Hey, you just did.
You just did. I mean, we're not just talking amongst ourselves.
I know. It's time for Idle Chit Chat, Early Break, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care.
All right, who wants to start Idle Chit Chat? Sip, you or Bill?
Yeah. Bill. I don't have anything major.
Oh, come on. You always have something.
I mean, there's always stuff going on.
With Bullet?
Bullet's fine. Health is good still, right? Everything's good with Bullet?
It's remarkable. Almost.
Okay, so that's yes.
Yeah.
That's a yes.
It's remarkable because, I mean, a lot of the problems I created by feeding too many treats. So I've just knocked off. I mean, the treats just stopped. No, it wasn't. I never gave him a ham bone. I won't be on the record on that.
Okay, all right. Okay.
No, Bullet's doing fine. I mean, I look forward to walking him after the show. I feel sort of guilty to say this to you guys, but the first thing I thought of when I got up today was not I'm looking forward to the show. It's I'm looking forward to walking bowling.
Yeah.
I just want to do the show and go walk bowling.
That's good.
Yeah.
There's things to look forward to in this life.
That's what
great.
I want to do. So
Great.
no, I don't. I mean, yesterday was just a routine day. I went to the Planet Fitness at an odd time, and
What is odd?
11:50 a.m. 11.
That's early for you. Usually,
Yeah,
you got
early.
Like, what, 3 or 4 o'clock?
Fish out of water there at 11:50.
When you go to a gym at a different time,
Oh yeah,
it's so freaky.
yes,
It
for
freaks you
everyone,
out. Everyone.
for them, and
They're like,
for you.
who are you? Why are you here? This is not your time slot. You have a time slot, and
That's Frank's treadmill right there.
Exactly.
Get off the treadmill. It's for Frank.
True. You see different faces.
and then it's bizarre. I've done it several times at where I go to Genesis, and I freak out. I'm like, all of a sudden,
I feel like you're in a different town.
exactly. It's like
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
you're
like,
in a
where you guys at
different town.
Genesis at? Where you at? I'm in Columbus. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, there's different workers. So usually I just walk in and you're supposed to, there's some sort of deal. You're supposed to get an app and swipe your phone, which of course I didn't do. I don't do. I just say Sipple. And
Sipple here.
when there's not the usual crew of workers, you got to stop and go through some rigmarole.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm Steve Sipple. They sign me.
They pull you up.
Yeah,
Computer picture.
yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But usually if I go at my standard time, it's just walk. It's just a walk through.
Hey, see ya.
Yeah.
What is going on with the golf tournament? Because Duke texted me 13 times yesterday.
What?
About the golf
Okay,
tournament.
yeah, I forgot to text Duke after a conversation.
Oh, you didn't text him?
No,
Oh,
no.
Last thing
I
he
got
told me.
distracted.
The last thing
I
he said,
got
I will text
distracted.
Duke. I will
I
text Duke
did.
himself.
Look at
Bill-
his shirt.
Bill
Yeah.
called me last night. He said, "Can you send me Duke information on the golf tournament?" I said, "Yes, I will." And I forgot to send Duke information.
What is
so
the tournament?
there is a golf tournament. So the ticket is partnering with the Husker Extra for the
I'm sorry.
yes for the big
Really?
the big red brunch golf scramble
Yes.
on August 9th at Tiburon. And I can post a link on my Twitter page at 937 Jake Sorensen. I'll put that up during the show. You can come play with a variety of former Huskers up there.
Would Duke be considered one of the celebrities?
He could be.
To all of a sudden,
Now, who are you? I'm Duke. Oh my
Yeah,
God!
exactly.
You're Duke.
You're
You don't
Duke.
know who
You're
I am.
the Duke.
Could Duke play that card?
Yes.
What do you mean you don't
So
know who I
Duke's
am?
looking for a team or putting a team together. So if anyone's interested in getting Duke on their team, let us know.
That's August 9th.
August 9th at Tiburon in Gretna. I'll post a link during the show on my Twitter
Sounds
page
fun.
at 937 Jake Sorensen. So yes, I'll send that link personally. Duke, if you're listening,
I don't know if you will.
apologize.
I don't know if you will.
I apologize. I got distracted. The moment I got off the phone, I was going to text you, and something came up, and I just lost track of it, and it never came up.
Jake was doing fitness when I called him.
Was he-
Yeah,
he was doing
I had
fitness?
just
Doing
finished a
fitness.
workout.
He was
Yeah,
doing fitness, heavy squats.
yeah.
Jake was doing
There's
fitness.
some
Fitness,
squats
yes.
involved. Yeah, I did.
That has to be a code for something.
Something. Yeah. We're at fitness.
Fitness.
I said I just
I'm-
finished a
I'm doing
workout, Bill,
fitness.
and he's yeah, good job, way to go.
I'm doing fitness.
Proud of you. Thank you.
I did cheer you on a little
You
bit.
did. I
was.
appreciate that. That meant I
Yes.
just finished, so I did. I was done. I already
You look
finished the
great.
workout.
Had you already had a beer?
No, I had one a few hours later
Did
though.
you?
Yeah, I only had one. The count was
Hey,
one
Jake.
yesterday.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
count was one.
One.
That's it.
I got to talk to you. There's one idle chit chat thing here. Now, I know you guys think I'm a little odd.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't walked into a store, a convenience store, and bought a 6-pack of beer for probably 35 years.
Yes.
I did it last night. I did-
35 years. What have you been doing?
I just don't do it. I just don't. It's just not something that's in my repertoire. Last night, I went to the quick shop in Havelock and got a 6-pack of Corona, and I quickly discovered why I never do this. It was $12. I was thinking $4.
Prices
I
went
was
up.
thinking 4.
This
Yeah.
is not 1978 anymore.
Yeah, I was thinking like
It's
$5.
2023.
I said that about the grocery store the other day. I
You
was
did.
in there.
It's horrible.
Everything
It's
right now,
so expensive.
everything right now that you think is like $3.99, it's like
12.
it's like or $9-10. It's like that's like $5 more than what I thought it would be.
I got a stick of deodorant the other day.
About
About
walking for a
usually
stick
about
of
$3. It was $6. I said,
Yeah.
"What the hell? This
Yeah.
is deodorant." It was $3 forever or $3.50.
I'm starting to look at campers and just thinking, I'm going to live in a camper. I'm not going to pull the camper behind my truck. I'm going to live in a camper.
We'd like to see that parked out front.
I would.
That would be awesome
Yeah,
if you pulled that in
Just
front of the
drive
ticket.
to work with.
That would be great.
Just please do that. Missy, make
$12
that happen.
for a 6 of Corona? Is that the going
Had
price?
you gone to Arnold's at all? You're in Havelock. Did you go
No,
to?
no, I hadn't gone.
You were in Havelock and didn't go to Arnold's. That is shameful.
I've got my gift card.
I do
I'm
got
really
my gift
excited
card right
about
here.
that.
Arnold's great.
I've got
Plug
mine.
for Arnold's. Great place. Shuffleboard, karaoke,
Yeah.
popcorn. Hello, free popcorn.
Yeah.
Wonderful place in
How
Havelock.
come it's
Check
12?
it out.
What happened? What happened to beer prices?
Everything got jacked up.
$12.
Economy, man.
$12.
Yeah.
Inflation. It's the way it is.
I guess mostly it's to do with the forest fires. It's Canada.
Yeah, blame Canada for everything.
Canada's
It's
nothing to do
always
with it.
Yeah, they
it's
do.
always
This
Canada's
is
fault.
Canada. This is so
I do
Canada.
think the haze has lifted a little bit.
I think you're correct. How about it's dry as a bone out there though? Be nice to get some rain.
It's been a couple hours.
Yeah.
The drought might be back on, Bill. Might be back on.
We need a drought now.
Yeah. Drought's over though.
It is.
We have a text. We have a text for Idle Chit Chat from Frog, real quick.
Frog.
Yeah, Frog, Frog in the
Okay.
text line. He says, "Good morning, guys. I hope your day's off to a great start. I'm heading to Eden, Wisconsin this morning. Currently in Wyoda, Iowa. Thanks for riding with me this morning, and most mornings for that matter. Truly appreciate the smiles and laughter this far. Remember to be the light that someone needs today." That's from Frog.
God.
I tell you what, I'm uplifted by Frog.
You should be
That was
uplifted
nice.
by
Driving
Frog.
through Iowa right now. I hope he's got some coffee. He has us on the radio. He's
That's
heading,
right.
Heading to Wisconsin.
What a guy. What a guy.
That's
Or gal.
incredible.
Person. What a
He-
person.
he
Frog.
is. Yeah. He's with
Yeah.
us.
I wonder if it's Mr. Frog or Mrs. Frog. I wonder.
Don't know for sure.
I can't get over Jake's shirt.
Yeah.
That's the
This-
best shirt you've ever worn
Yeah.
in 8 years. Have we been doing this show 8 years?
Just about 8 years.
Yeah, yours. I've never seen
Listen,
you with a better
I
shirt.
saw the shirt. I said, "This feels like a shirt I should buy."
It looks comfortable. It's perfect. You should have bought
And
two.
it was like 60% off. Like, this is a great deal on this thing.
Should have bought two.
60.
Yeah.
60%
I
off.
can see a pink hue too, like a kind of a red.
There's no pink. Bill,
No,
do
but-
you see any pink?
No,
in
no,
this
I'm
at all?
saying-
Nothing
No,
even
there's
resembles
not-
saying the
no,
word pink.
no.
There's not one thing that
I'm
made me say
saying-
There's
pink.
not even
No,
one
no.
iota of
Hold
pink
on.
in
I'm
this shirt.
saying I
What
could
are you talking
see
about?
a shirt that if it was pinkish red, it would look good. I'm not saying there's pink.
I don't
in
understand what that's supposed to mean.
That'd be like seeing someone like at a wedding. Like, I love that sport coat. If it was green, it's like
The fit's right.
Fits
Colors
right.
little
Colors
off.
No, no,
but
I
the
like
fit is
that
wonderful
color.
in it.
Yeah.
But if you're going to get another one,
kind of
I'm not going.
You kind of ruined
I'm not-
shirt day a little
Yeah,
bit.
you just
So kinda
you
did.
complimented me, and now
Yeah.
you're saying if it was this color
Yeah.
though, it might be better.
I got to
but-
get off.
You know what?
I got to get away from the shirt thing.
Tammy's listening to what you say.
Yeah, this critique's gonna be bad
Yeah,
today.
you're gonna
Yeah,
get
we
it.
were
I
getting
love
hammered
Tammy.
today.
Yeah.
Tammy was great.
You
Tammy
guys
was
talked
great.
for a long time.
Yeah, well, she's
Yeah.
interesting. She's a
Very
Teacher
teacher,
person.
and she does reviews of the show.
Yes.
She does.
Scathing.
It's important. By the way, Frog is a Mister. He's a guy.
He's a Mister.
He's
Mr. Frog.
He's a guy. Mr.
So
Frog.
he's heading out to eat.
Does he have coffee? I wonder. What if he's going to get cheese? I wonder what he's doing.
Someone
there.
asked, "Is he going to get Spotted Cow in Wisconsin? The beer?"
Yeah, spotted cow.
I hope so.
Cow.
Bring some back.
Oh,
Send
yeah.
some in. We'll take that.
I've told you that I never used to understand what these guys that I used to
And
travel.
you tried
with.
it.
And then I took a drink. I'm like, oh.
But
it's
How,
not
how,
beer.
how many Spotted Cows might you have had at Butch's Bash?
There
Bill?
have been a lot of spotted cows.
Were you drinking a lot of spotted cows?
I've had spotted cows. Because I lived in Wisconsin twice. I coached at the University of Wisconsin twice.
What is it about that beer?
I don't know.
It's just so
I know.
smooth. It's perfect.
Smooth?
It's
First of all,
perfect.
just a
It's so
picture of a
smooth.
cow makes you
Yeah.
happy. When you see it,
That beer is amazing.
Yes.
Baz, you remember Baz?
Yes. Yeah.
Chris Baznet.
Yes, I know Baz.
I mean, one of the funniest guys, bizarre guys you'll ever be around. When we went to Wisconsin to cover a game, he said, "Okay, well, we gotta stop at the store and get some spotted cow. I gotta bring it back for some friends."
And he got a ton.
He filled up the back of like this van. I mean, it was like,
He got.
I was
he
like,
got
what are we
he got
doing?
like 8
We-
cases, right?
yeah,
Something
yeah,
like that?
yeah. We had to get a cart.
Yeah.
What the hell are we doing? I thought you were just gonna pick up a couple.
Yeah.
No, he picked up like
When you make the
when-
trip to Wisconsin, you
that's
bring
the
back a lot
part-
of Spotted Cow.
Life. Hang on. I'm not even gonna say it. This might be a wild card.
Whoa! For
Yeah,
Bill's Thrills?
it might be
What
a
is
wild
Wild
card.
Card
All right,
Wednesday?
all right.
today?
I'm gonna give you a bonus wild card.
All
I'm gonna
right.
give you a bonus wild
Yeah,
card.
that's-
Today at 7:30.
How life has changed and the thrill that there used to be when you could only obtain beer at the geographical location where it originated. When people used to go to, like, back in the 70s,
Thrill.
80s, when they'd go to Colorado, it'd be like, first thing said,
Coors.
bring back Coors.
Yeah.
Can you bring me a couple of cases of
Yeah.
Coors? Because you couldn't get it. Same thing, spotted cow. You can get spotted cow in Lincoln.
Can you?
Yeah, if you work out,
Jake?
you can get spotted
No,
cow.
you cannot.
Cannot?
That
You
is
sure?
that is. Listen, I
don't think so.
got bashed for saying that one time because
Really?
people who love that beer are like, no,
No.
whoa,
whoa.
hold the
I
phone.
think that's a rare example.
No, you cannot get Spotted Cow
Yeah.
in Lincoln. You know,
I stand corrected.
it is
on that.
only in Wisconsin. Now, maybe on the border of Minnesota, it's on Wisconsin, possibly, but it is like strictly in that state only.
What
I
the beer
remember-
that comes from Pottsdale is
Pottsville,
Pottsville.
Yingling.
Yingling. And my friend
And
Bill.
that's now expanding, it's in the South, it's in the East, and now it's
So you can
in
get it anywhere.
it's in Missouri.
Corona was a beer that
It's,
was
it's
just
newly in Missouri, newly
Yeah,
fresh.
Bill, I don't think you can get Yingling everywhere.
No.
I don't think you can get a Yingling in Lincoln.
Not yet. No, Yingling is not available to buy at stores.
Corona's was a big deal. Corona was a huge
Go to
deal.
Mexico.
Yeah, go to Mexico. Basically, it's like, kill to have one.
You
Can't
get it to Quick Shop and Havelock.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking
Got to
about.
stand in line for a while. They're short a worker,
That's right.
which a lot of Quick Shops are.
The workers at those stores, at the Quick Shops, you name it, they are so busy. I mean, it is. There is no standing around.
If you wanted a
When you-
job right now at a Quick Shop, I bet you could walk in and say, "I'll work today." Now,
Yeah,
okay.
so yes, you'll
Come
be
on in. Here's your badge.
and
Let's
also
go.
the thing
Here's
that
your cape.
they have to be like, I got to be able to run the register, got to be able to do this. I have to be able to sell lottery tickets, got to make sure you get the hot dogs on the
Yeah.
roller. That what they have to know,
Stock.
it's insane. It's insane.
I'm 100% with you.
When I see them, I'm like, the stuff you have to know. And then usually, and I'm going to say probably 2 out of 4, 50%, are just like angry, disgruntled customers about life.
Yeah,
They're just, it's not a friendly. It's not like, oh, how are you doing? It's just like, yeah. That's it. There's always a problem.
I made a mistake one time. Usually the workers are super friendly, and this was I'm not going to say which chain it was. I made a mistake, and don't make this mistake. I walked in, and there was nobody at the register. It was a slow time. It was a Sunday morning, actually, mid morning. Not many. I think I was the only customer in there, and I was just getting a 5 hour energy, and I waited there. I don't know, for a few minutes. Nobody was there, and then the lady came back. And I said, and I just joked. It was just a total joke. I said, "Oh, I thought maybe everything was free today."
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
She said, "If you take anything, we will follow you home." She said, "We will follow you home."
Whoa.
I was
Just
like,
messing around.
I was like, I was joking around because nobody was here. I
just
said, she goes, "We will follow you home."
I like that. I like that. She threatened you.
She's like, she points at you. She gave you the point.
Gave you the point.
Tammy is texting in.
Is she?
She says, "Jake, I write glowing reviews, not scathing."
Damn me.
And they come in the form of text to Bill, which is a long stretch from social media. And yes, I am listening right now.
Hello,
Yes.
Tammy.
Yeah.
God, it was nice to meet your family.
Yes. By the way,
Ron and Sharon.
Yeah,
they're great
God,
people.
they were incredible.
Tig or Tige, Tyge. How would you say that? How would you say Tyge?
Go
Tige.
Ties.
Tige is listening from Madison, Wisconsin, and says,
No, it's
"Bill,
not.
tell Bill I'm going to Wando's tonight."
Okay, so Wando's is the most.
Look at oh no! Look at we take oh
It
no.
literally took
Look
his
what
breath
we
away.
did.
I did.
Look
It
what we
literally
did.
Are
I
you
want you
okay?
to hear about this.
Gather
place.
yourself.
I've
Bill.
been to Wando's.
Gather
My
yourself.
nephew Nick Schindler worked at Wando's.
No way.
I think it's have him text in. I think it's Tuesday, but I'm not sure. They have free bacon night. They have free
No,
bacon.
that cannot
They
be
bring
possible.
that's possible.
No way.
They bring out plates of bacon. They bring out plates of bacon. Yes.
Like being in
Yeah,
heaven.
God love them up there.
That's like
Yeah.
being in heaven.
Exactly. Can you imagine that?
A plate of
That's a-
bacon.
that's
like
a-
all
that-
the bacon you want.
That's meat candy.
I'm imagining
what
it
it is.
right
Here's
now.
me drinking
Yes,
a
can
spotted
you imagine
cow.
that?
Just
How
eat
about
a
when you
plate
go
of
home and you
bacon.
smell bacon? I mean, it's like one of the best
It
things
is.
ever.
When you walk into
Right.
into a diner and you
You smell bacon?
you don't smell cinnamon roll at that. You didn't
No,
say
it's
right.
the
No,
bacon.
it's the
That's
bacon.
good, but
It's the bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have him check in that. But Wando's is incredible.
God dang, that could be a
Wando's
good thing.
is
If
incredible.
you're ever in a bad mood, just imagine smelling bacon and pull you out.
yeah, if they'll play or yeah.
Just smell bacon.
And now there is a difference between the smell of bacon when you just smell it and when you're cooking it. Cooking it's not quite as good. It's okay.
It's still pretty
still
good. It's still pretty
It's still
good.
good.
The finished
it's
product.
not the same though as when you smell bacon. Next time when you walk in the house and bacon's already going,
Oh, if you drive up
drive up.
and there's
Or
bacon,
what if you drive up on a cool, crisp morning and the windows are open
Yeah.
and bacon? It's like when I go out for a little late evening walk or something, or and you smell someone barbecuing.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
just-
God.
you're
Uh,
just like, oh wow.
God.
Many
Oh,
years
wow.
ago in this actual building, we brought a skillet into the main office.
Shocking.
And
Shocker.
we were,
Yeah, shocker.
we were cooking bacon on the skillet and some grease got on the floor. And this place
shocking.
This place smelled like bacon for a week. And some said, this is terrible. I'm like, it actually smells pretty good walking in
Yeah.
the morning. And you couldn't get rid of it. You could not get rid of the smell. It was on the carpet. We tried to shampoo it. It just was like baked onto the
Bacon
walls.
grease is real.
Jake,
Yeah.
when we're in Indy next week and I'm in a bad mood because it's 4 o'clock in the
Say
morning,
bacon.
say
Think
smell
about
bacon. Smell bacon.
Tammy, make some bacon for Steve, the banker of the year.
Let's make it happen.
He's not up yet. I don't
That
think.
is Extended Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care.
Steve is married to
Tammy.
Damn,
Banker of the year.
That we said at the wedding.
7 times.
Oh,
They
How
were
about
by each
that?
other at the wedding.
Yeah.
I'm putting it together in my
shook
head
hands
right
with
now.
Both
It's all
of them at
coming
the same
together.
time, basically.
It's all starting to come together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Steve had he had a good shirt on
Yeah,
too.
very
He had a
good
great shirt.
Yeah, he had a
great shirt.
banker. Is a very handsome. What would you call it?
Button down.
Yeah, button down.
Yeah.
Plaid.
Plaid.
Colors
There's a
were
plaid shirt,
purple,
actually.
red.
He got it.
Yeah.
Colors were purple, red,
think-
pink.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lauren Swigert had like a picnic shirt on. Remember that?
He did have a
that
picnic
red
shirt.
Lauren, the all-time lean tackler in Norfolk.
Norfolk.
Yeah,
all-time lead
I remember
tackler.
him. I remember
yes,
him.
Yes, he was. It's very much a perfect shirt.
Yeah.
For a barn wedding.
Yep.
It was almost like
It was good.
it was like Lauren Swigert walked into a store and said, I'm going to a barn wedding. And the lady's like, just come over here.
Come on, we got you right here.
over here. Have
Here's
a
your
whole rack.
size.
Here's
Have fun. You
Have
look
fun.
great.
Enjoy.
I spilled Jack and Coke on Dennis LeBlanc's
Blanc.
shirt.
Yes. Did I tell you I talked to him about it? I talked to him 2 days
Brushed it
ago.
off really well.
I talked to him 2 days ago. I said, hey,
Did he
I
go?
He goes, oh yeah. He goes, it happened. I heard Sipple spilled a cocktail on your
God.
shirt. He goes, it happened.
He was so kind about it. It was incredible. It was like it didn't happen. I was like, Dennis, I feel terrible. He goes,
It's fine. I'll
just,
wash it.
he just get away from me.
Just move on. It's fine. Just go away.
Get
now.
away and I'll let it
We've
go.
had enough talk.
Stop saying I'm sorry.
That's Idle
Stop.
Chit Chat, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care. Call them today at 402-440-6297 for a quote for a lawn fertilizer program. Yesterday, had some news regarding Nebraska football and the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Not
You guys are a
the
little testy
not the
about that.
College Football Hall of Fame, but the Nebraska Football Hall of Fame. And there are 6 new members as of yesterday for the class of 2023. The one that people were talking about the most was the newest addition, or the most recent player, is Taylor Martinez, is a Nebraska Football Hall of Famer, along with Kyle Vandenbosch, Sam Cook, Troy Dumas, Spencer Long, and David Clark are your new members of the Nebraska Football Hall of Fame. I think you start with Taylor Martinez here. Obviously, he's the most recent one. He's the one that I would say he was pretty polarizing.
What was his span?
Taylor, he was 2010 to 2013.
Yeah.
Okay.
2010,
job,
because
Jake.
he was to a lot of people the surprise starting quarterback his very first game in 2010. He go Western Kentucky. You thought it'd be Zach Lee possibly.
Yeah, he didn't know.
It's Taylor
Bo
Martinez,
didn't
and he
announce
lights it up. He lit it up that game.
Hey, it's right in Jake's wheelhouse. This is when
I was
you
in
were-
college. Oh,
Yeah, he was
I
in
remember.
college.
It was amazing.
It was
That's
like
good.
you,
This is in one of my 9 times I coached here. I was not over this span. Sometimes you get enthralled with other things that are going on, but
he was fast.
So I
Very
remember
fast.
seeing him a few times. I saw him make some very dynamic plays, and also some plays where it was just top end speed.
Yes, Kansas State
was ridiculous. It
So
was like
2010.
2010
but
took the nation by storm.
we're gonna get
Absolutely.
back to that. But please answer me this: what I say earlier. Kyle Vandenbosch is just getting in now.
I don't get it.
Please,
Kyle
someone from the
Vandenbosch-
Hall of Fame, let me know.
Vandenbosch was with Nebraska until the early 2000s. I want to say 2002. He got drafted by the Cardinals. 01 or 02, he got drafted by the Cardinals.
He was a senior in 2000.
2000. Okay, got
Yeah.
drafted in 2000.
Yeah,
I take-
You got it.
Either way,
forgive me.
anyways, how's he just getting into the Hall of Fame now?
I don't know. Great
It's
college career. Yeah, he was injured with the Cardinals, and then he had to revitalize the Titans, where he found his career. Then the Lions,
Yeah.
he ends his career there. So he had a really good after the first couple years of injuries, figured it out with Tennessee and Detroit. But he was awesome in college.
Yeah, he was.
How was he not? Yeah, how is he just now getting it? I don't understand.
I don't
that.
understand that the timing of that. How does
23
someone like
years ago.
There's
Like,
an amazing
come
stat
on.
attached to him in 2000 when he was a senior. He had 26 quarterback hurries. That's an incredible number.
There's no excuse for him to just get in right now. He should have been in 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Kyle Vandenbosch. If not,
I just
more.
don't know I don't want to go too far down that road because I don't know what the process is. I don't know. who
Oh,
decides.
well, the one thing I will say on process with Hall of Fame, and this is every place. This isn't here. It's a little bit different in the pro Hall of Fame, where it be MLB, NBA, especially in the NFL. It's pretty well known. Like your votes almost get here's how they voted. Here's who's voting. Here's who's up.
True.
Here's how
Don't
this is
know
all
this.
going. Yeah, there is no. Like I said, remember, I'm in a a struggle with Nebraska Wesleyan because Eric Getzfred needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm sorry, the name.
Eric Getzfred, the greatest tight end to ever play at Nebraska West, number 88. And he's not in the Hall of Fame. And I tried to nominate him, try to figure out what, and the why. I mean, and no one can tell me the why.
It's hard.
No one can tell me like
Right.
what's the process. And it's kind of like, oh, we don't talk about that. That's just like things.
Process is quiet.
Oh, that stays over. Yeah, there's no secret
private
process. So I'm not sure how
well,
that.
I'll tell you one thing. If you say his name a couple more times on the radio,
he's
it'll
going to be a
help.
Hall of Famer.
Well,
say that name again. Where's he from?
Eric Getzfred. He's from Arvada, Colorado. Lives in Louisville, Kentucky right now.
And he can play. He could play.
And he should
Unbelievable
be in the
player.
Wesleyan
All
Hall of
district,
Fame.
all everything. Should be in the Hall of Fame.
Could he go up and get it?
Yes, amazing player. Yes, amazing player.
Could you split him out in the slot?
He could do that. We didn't do that much back then. We're a little more hand in the dirt at that time. A little more
Was
hand
he
in
a
the
good
dirt.
blocker?
Yes, he could do it all.
From YouTube, Kevin says, didn't Van Bosch block like 3 field goals in '99? It was extra points or field. He had 3 block kicks. 3 block kicks.
So my only question is this. So make sure I'm perfectly clear.
2020.
I'm not questioning anyone going to the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I'm not questioning Taylor Martinez going to the Hall of Fame. Not doing that. But he finished in 2013.
That's right.
And Van Bosch finished in 2000.
Yes.
So why is there a
don't know.
13-year
I
gap
don't get it.
on that? And plus, just right off the bat, when you're just looking at it, you'd be like, if you had is Kyle Van Bosch in the Hall of Fame? If you asked everybody, what would they say? If you didn't know,
You would assume yes.
you'd say yes.
Of course he's in there.
If
Just now?
if you just stop someone, it'd be a yes.
I'm gonna ask a stupid question. Is it possible it's just because they waited till after your pro career to put you in this?
Well, he's been done for many years.
Many
with
years,
the pros.
Yeah, he's been done
I'm going to say like almost 8.
8 to
Eight.
10, probably a long time.
Maybe 10.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
10. Yeah,
Yeah, I
probably
don't-
10
I
years
don't know.
actually.
I mean, it never even occurred to me to ask why. I mean, Dumas
So
waited longer than that. Not as probably obvious. Dumas was a baller, by the way.
Yeah. So I talked to Troy last night.
You did?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You talked to Troy Dumas?
Yes. Yeah, I'll get him on the show.
You're kidding.
Yeah, we'll get him on the show.
That'd be great.
Troy lives out in Colorado right now, and doing great. 3 kids, been married for 16 years.
You coached him.
I did coach Troy. So there's 2 of these guys I coached. So him and Sam Cook.
Troy Dumas.
And I
Sam
talked
Cook,
to I
of
talked
course.
to talked to Sam last night
Tro-
also.
Troy was on those 91 to 94 teams, 1991 and 94.
Yes, Troy made the reason he's in the Hall of Fame is because of position change, because he went from safety up to the Sam linebacker
Moved
spot.
up.
Yes, moved up, moved closer to the ball. Because if you remember, Troy's probably minimum 6'4". I mean, he was a dude. When he
I
walked
know.
in the door, it's like, dude, right there.
Yep. Dude.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Bill.
I'm
cover
100%. I don't think I'm wrong on this stuff. That Troy's from Wyoming.
He is from Wyoming. I didn't cover him at Nebraska. He was before me, 91 and 94. I started 95. But I covered him with the Lincoln Capitals, with the arena team, and he was a dude.
Yeah.
Holy God.
Yeah.
I mean, he would hit the hell out of you.
Great player. Great.
I remember
person.
him at Nebraska, but I wasn't covering the team.
So I was very excited about that. And obviously talking to Sam. Now, Sam, again, obviously a slam dunk
Sam.
Hall of Famer, Sam Cook,
Yes.
for his long time in the NFL. And obviously was a great punter in college too. But he did just finish a couple years ago. I flew out for his
That's right.
I flew out to be there with the Ravens when he
Was he on
retired.
the show with us when he
Sam, I think you had Sam.
No.
Wasn't Sam on the
wasn't
show?
Bill
with
on a
us?
show?
I thought we had Sam on
Anyway,
the show. At one
You
point.
probably think he had Sam on the show.
He averaged
Yeah.
46.5 yards per punt.
Yeah.
As a
He was a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam was awesome.
Yeah.
as I think as a senior, he set the school record 46.5 yards a punt.
So he was my first punter.
Oh,
It was so much fun to do special teams. Be like,
Oh, fine.
Sam, punt it far. Sam, punt it high.
Your
Sam,
first punter at
put it in the
Nebraska?
coffin kick.
Put it in the corner. Sam, put it in the
Yeah,
corner.
because he was during the
Okay.
Callahan year.
Yeah.
Right?
You're like,
Yeah.
okay.
05.
He was a holdover. Then when I say holdover, which means he had 2. He was between he had Solich and Callahan.
Right.
Yes, but he was so awesome to work with. I mean, incredible person, player, everything. But one of the
Great
things
guy.
that was really fun
Great guy.
was they worked this through because you have a little bit of fun on the staff sometimes. So they would mic Sam up. He'd have a hidden mic on him, and he'd walk over and talk to players like during practice.
And you
And
show it.
It was videoed and mic'd up like that. It'd be like think this practice running long, and somebody would be like, "Oh, geez," they go off on it. Then we'd show it on Friday nights, and also it'd pop up and it'd be hilarious stuff. So then after that, they would show Sam would come over to talk to somebody, and they would you just see him just take off. They would like, "I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you." But Sam did a great job with that.
Taylor, you know what I remember about Taylor? Just strangely, remember Taylor was kind of quiet,
very quiet.
Okay, but you know where he wasn't quiet. Bill, you're on the field all the time. We're not on the field all the time. I was amazed how loud his bark was at the line of scrimmage. I mean, he was quiet at the mic. Holy God, it's like he changed personas when he was at the line of scrimmage, which you have to.
Yeah, have to.
You have to. But he had a loud bark.
He had a couple also very memorable games. The Oklahoma State game when they put up 51
points
on
God.
the road.
He should be in the Hall of Fame just based on that game.
5 touchdown passes in that game. Brandon Kinney had 3 touchdowns. Niles Paul a deep touchdown.
They scored 53.
51, I think.
51?
Yeah, but they went to Oklahoma.
Don't question Jake.
They go to I was in college. I remember these games very vividly. They go down and beat Brandon Whedon 51-41. Justin Blackman was out there putting up big yards.
Were you there by chance?
No, I was watching on TV.
Yeah, it was a huge game, though.
But Martinez could not be stopped.
Yeah.
He could not be stopped. That was a good passing game. He ran the ball okay, but that was a good passing game.
You could put him in the Hall of Fame based on that game and the Kansas State game when he broke out.
Yeah. Or his long run against Wisconsin when they got blown out in the title game. He ran about 1,000 yards for a 70-yard touchdown run. He had to avoid like 6 sacks the same play, and
he was a freak runner.
That's awesome.
The line forgot to block.
He was a freak runner.
He was a freak runner, and a polarizing player.
Pretty polarizing.
His tenure did not end well in Nebraska because he had turf toe in his last season against UCLA. Tommy Armstrong comes in and Ron Kellogg, so it's kind of a mix and match quarterback thing the rest of the season. But it's unfortunate how his tenure ended.
Kind of unfortunate
in Lincoln.
Yeah, it was.
Congratulations to him. Congratulations to all of them. That's great for us. Again, I have zero.
Jake, I love
of like this guy should be in, this guy shouldn't. Nope. I just want to know why Kyle Van Bosch wasn't.
One quick story on Kyle Van Bosch. So he's from Larchwood, Iowa,
which is who's from there.
I grew up there.
Yes,
9 years. I went to his
Iowa
camp.
fan.
When I was a little kid, I'm not an Iowa fan. And I was never an Iowa fan.
You
never
use Hawkeye blood.
I don't. But I went to his camps. Him and LeVar Woods, who's Iowa special teams coordinator, very, very good coach.
The camp in Larchwood.
Larch, Larch.
And this was approximately
in the 90s.
90s, okay.
Okay, my dad knew his dad very well.
Wow.
Knew Kyle's dad very well.
Tax man?
The tax man. He told me that Kyle would never ever touch a pop ever. I think he drank 2 gallons of milk a day.
Really?
2 gallons of milk every single day.
Gotta watch those kidney stones.
Yeah. Well, like that's why he was so freaking strong.
He was a big,
very strong boy, big dude.
Did he get chocolate milk?
I don't know. For
strawberry
sure.
Sometimes.
Like they said they like make a trip to the store every day for him, basically for milk, essentially.
So how'd you do at the camp?
Yeah, how'd you do?
You come off the edge?
Yeah,
you working hands, working your hand movements.
I was about 75 pounds as a second grader making moves out there in Larchwood.
Second grader?
Yeah,
because in pass rush, your eyes, hands, and feet all have to work in unison.
He knows that.
I mean, you can't be.
Duh. I went to college camp. Come on now.
You gotta have a couple. Did you do the ice pick? The spin?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot. Learned all the moves up there. Yeah. Learned all the moves. Congrats to the 6 new members of Nebraska.
Did they separate you and ask you who you were?
Hey, yeah, exactly. Hey, the coach wants to talk to you.
You got a future ahead of you, man.
Yes.
This is your game. Didn't work out. So no football.
You have to have a picture somewhere of you and Kyle Vanderbosch, don't you?
I do.
Yeah,
do you?
Bring that in. That'd be awesome.
One. Yeah, I'll bring it in tomorrow.
Anybody, I believe, because
I'll ask the parents.
I checked with those guys on when they're going to be in town. I think it's September 22nd. Is the induction?
That shirt is remarkable.
I'd wear that shirt.
I would.
Thank you. We'll talk to Sean Callahan next. An early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're an electrician, we've got a career for you. It's a career with employer-paid health care and retirement benefits. Join the IBEW Local 265 and work for one of our NECA contractors. Come to our job fair on August 3rd from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Holiday Inn, 2500 Tamarind Ridge Road in Southwest Lincoln. For more information, call Mike Murray at 402-875-1034. That's 402-875-1034. 1034.
Combine to choose from the widest select used combine at Acres Equipment. Acres, Nebraska's leading John Deere combine dealer, is offering 2.9% interest for 60 months on over 100 pre-owned combines. Each combine includes our A-plus uptime program to keep you running flawlessly throughout harvest season. Go to acres.com to view a huge inventory of low-hour, late-model equipment. Find what you like, and we'll deliver to your farm for free. Acres, solutions for every field.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in July. Try their new lemon cream cheese on any bagel or breakfast sandwich. And try the Karma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to Great Plains Trail Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Register to win one of 4 $500 gift certificates from Graham Tire Crease on now. Instant rebates on Goodyear, Kumo, Hankook, and Nokian tires. Additional mail-in rebates on select Goodyear tires. Double your mail-in rebate when you use your Goodyear card. That's up to $260 savings on 4 select tires. Hurry in for the savings and your chance to win a $500 gift certificate given away to 4 lucky local winners. Graham Tire and Auto Service, getting you to the places that matter most. Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go with new and used option? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. More than baseball and golf, they also have equipment for disc, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
The sweet relief of air conditioning after a hot day in the summer sun. For only $2.88 a day, LES helps power life's special moments and your comfort. Learn more at les.com/value.
Junior Achievement of Lincoln inspires and prepares young people for success. Learn more about the people involved in the organization and the success stories over the years each Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. for the Junior Achievement Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR, and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit LibertyFirstCU.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. By John Henry's Plumbing and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see areas of fog and partly sunny skies this morning. We'll see an afternoon storm chance in the forecast. We'll see a high around 86. Tonight, we'll see a chance of storms early with mostly foggy skies, a little over around 66. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies throughout most of the day. We'll see a high around 87. The meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake.
Sipple, you are an idiot.
Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Took a trip down memory lane last segment regarding the 6 new Hall of Famers for Nebraska in the Football Hall of Fame. Troy Dumas, Taylor Martinez, Kyle Vandenbosch, Sam Cook, Spencer Long, and David Clark. We're joined now by Husker Alliance Sean Callahan on the VIP hotline, sponsored by Aloe Fiber. Sean, good morning. The one guy that is the most polarizing of the 6 new Hall of Famers is Taylor Martinez, who was here from 2010 to 2013. I mean, I do people sometimes forget about him and how good he was, Sean, when you think about that era?
Yeah, I think people forget about 2012. I mean, he was the first team All Big Ten quarterback for that year. And, you know, to be a Hall of Famer, you have to be an all-conference player. I mean, that's the first, piece of criteria. And I believe he's the last one Nebraska's had, so he got him to the Big Ten championship game.
Mm-hmm.
They went 7-1 that year,
God,
I believe, in the conference play. I mean,
okay,
you think about that. They lost that game at UCLA,
right?
They blew that game, and then they go out and they got beat by Ohio State in Urban Meyer's first year, and Ohio State wasn't eligible to play for the Big Ten championship that year because of the Jim Tressel tattoo stuff. But Bo Pelini comes in the locker room, tells the team that year, he goes, I just told the team we're going to win out. We're going to win every game from here on out. They did. They finished the rest of the year undefeated. They had all those comebacks. It was a crazy year if you think about 2012. They made, I don't know how many fourth quarter, second half comebacks, but it was a year like we've never seen before when you think about almost every one of those games. They had to make some sort of comeback, and they beat Penn State.
Yep.
They beat Michigan that year. They beat Michigan State.
Beat them on the road.
They played a really tough schedule.
Nebraska used to be pretty good at football. You know what the hell happened? Kyle Vandenbosch also was one of the recent, and he's going to be inducted into the Nebraska Football Hall of Fame. Do you have any glowing memories of Kyle Vandenbosch?
Just how hard he played. I think I heard or read a story that John Gruden used to play his tape to his NFL team to show guys. He goes, I never coached this guy. I don't know him, but this guy plays harder than anybody in the NFL.
Yeah. I think it was special teams mainly. Special teams tape.
Blocked 3 field goals.
Just classic Nebraska throwback guy. I mean, they had so many players like Kyle Vandenbosch, for a long time on the edge. He was an Iowa guy, I believe, originally. And he played a long time in the league. So, and now he's got twins that Nebraska's recruiting. They're younger, but he's got a couple kids. We're going to be hearing that Vandenbosch last name. They're in Arizona right now, and they're going to be major high-level recruits.
Joined by Sean Callahan. Sean, go back a couple days ago. Nebraska gets a commitment from 4-star offensive lineman Preston Tamua out of Hawaii. How significant of a get is this for Donovan Raiola and Matt Rule for this 2024 class?
Yeah, I'd say for Donovan, it's pretty big. That's probably as big of a win as he's gotten on the recruiting trail. Oregon was heavily involved. Arizona, Auburn. I think those were the major players. But they did a good job of selling him on the program and coming in here. I think he's projecting to play multiple positions, whether it's on the interior or even having the ability to kick outside as a tackle. But you get the number one player in Hawaii. I mean, he's the second-ranked highest guy in the On3 industry rankings, only behind Carter Nelson. So, I mean, that should get your attention because it's a pretty good recruiting class right now. And now if they could somehow get Grant Bricks, which we don't really know what the Logan Magnolia offensive lineman's thinking at this point, his timeline, it'd be a really, really nice offensive line class they've put together. And it starts, as you know, in this conference on the line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Grant Bricks of Logan Magnolia, Iowa. It's down to what, Sean? Kansas State, Oklahoma, Alabama, Nebraska?
Yeah, those are really the 4 teams with Grant Bricks. And Alabama was a late offer, but they're involved. And Grant Bricks would be the highest ranked recruit in the class, according to the On3 Top 100. I believe he's ranked ahead of Carter Nelson. So this would be a big one. We rank him as the number one interior offensive lineman. But again, I think they're projecting him as a tackle at Nebraska. He is 6'6". So he's got the ability to play other positions as well. He's not just a guard or a tag. He can play 2 or 3 spots on the line.
Sean, could this be one that just comes out of the blue that you guys are so dialed in on the daily recruiting? It might even surprise you.
Yeah, that's how Grant is. I mean, he'll turn his phone off for 2-3 days.
Might be my favorite player based on that alone.
And then he'll just reach out. Like, I think I texted him for something, and it took almost a week for him to respond to and
that's beautiful.
That's just his style.
Yeah.
He can shut it off where it doesn't consume him. And
God
his
bless
biggest thing was he wanted to go back home and just live life for a few weeks, and then get the feel of what he thinks of the teams at that point. Not right after the visit. He wants kind of life to live on for a few weeks later. Then he'll really know where he wants to go, he said.
Sean, 1 week from today, Media Days kicks off in Indianapolis for Big Ten. It's Wednesday and Thursday. Sip will probably spend $20 in a margarita again on your
No,
tab.
Sean buys my margaritas.
Yep, $20 margarita.
$20 margaritas. You'll be there too.
In downtown Indy once again.
El Toro, baby.
Yeah, El Toro. One of the nicest Mexican places I've ever been.
It's very good. Yeah, it's a very good place. Is there a storyline you're most curious about out of the Big Ten for Media Days?
Other than the margarita tower that Sipple's going to get.
Not getting the margarita tower. I just like the $20 margaritas.
That's a tower.
The presidential one.
Yeah, the presidential.
I mean, guys, the Northwestern thing is going to consume days. To the point where realignment and expansion talk, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a storyline because of what's going to happen next year, but just that situation alone, obviously Matt Rule in his first year. And I can tell you one thing, Jake, he's going to make an opening statement.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about this head coach getting up on the front and not making an opening statement. He'll, I think, leave a fairly good impression to the conference. I mean, a lot of people in this league don't know Matt Rule. He doesn't have a lot of connections other than he played at Penn State, but as far as being around the day-to-day media core. So it'll be interesting just to see the effect he has. And look, you got 3 teams in this league that think they could play in the playoff right now. Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State. I think you got a West division that is really wide open, and I think it's built more on schedule this year. Iowa, to me, has the best schedule. Their one lone crossover of those big 3 is Penn State. Wisconsin has to play Ohio State, and Nebraska plays Michigan. So those 3 teams got probably the more favorable draws where they only have to play one of those big 3. And Iowa, to me, with some of the changes they made, I wouldn't be surprised when the Cleveland Plain Dealer poll comes out that they'll be a slight favorite. Wisconsin will get some love, but I think there's a lot of unknowns just with some of the changes in Madison with the offense and the players they've brought in.
If I were the president of Northwestern University, Sean, I would not send Northwestern a representative of any sort to Big Ten Media Days. What would you do?
It's tough. I mean,
don't send anybody.
I don't know if you like Nebraska had the tragedy of Sam Foltz, and obviously they went home right away. But to get out of a conference obligated event, it'd be interesting to know like what the parameters there. Penn State, I'm trying to remember how that all played out.
Yeah, I can't remember, Sean. I can't.
That was our first or second year, but I believe they had. I just don't remember how that all played out. It happened during the season, is how it played out.
That's the thing.
So,
That's the thing. Yeah.
I mean, the paternal thing played out during the Nebraska game week, if you remember.
That's exactly right.
So it wasn't like we were out there in 2011 with all that going down.
No.
But then the players were given the opportunity after 2011, I believe, to transfer if they wanted to, and none of them did. They all stayed. Other than the running back, Silas Redd went to USC to play for Lane Kiffin that one year when USC was preseason ranked number 1. They didn't have anybody leave that team. And they had that linebacker named Mike Motti, who's all Big Ten. I mean, they had a pretty good team that year. They all stuck together. But yeah, it'll be interesting what happens with Northwestern, because how many of those guys can transfer right now? How many are going to find a new scholarship right now, a week before camp, elsewhere?
Hard to do.
I think it's really hard to do. You got to be pretty dang special for a school, A, to have a spot available for you, and B, to want to make room for you.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, always good
good
stuff.
stuff,
Thanks for the time. We will see you next week in Indianapolis for Media Days.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Sean Callahan, Husker Online, getting prepared to buy $20 margarita again for Sipple.
Hey, we talked about
Make sure
that.
you get 2.
I got 2.
Get
John
2.
didn't like that. He said, I'll buy
Bucks and margaritas. It's fine.
They're
It
the
happens.
presidential margarita. and
Yeah.
it
Get
made
the
me feel-
presidential.
Get the big one.
These margaritas are really good.
Oh, they're huge.
Smoky.
What if they had a special Trump margarita?
That would be nice.
That'd be nice.
Presidential.
Yes.
I'll
But they
take the
named
presidential.
I'll take the. You want the presidential or do you want the Trump for $25? Get the $25 Trump.
I don't know, but Jake, we talked. I remember in Indy, we talked about Frost not giving an opening statement for an hour.
I'll take questions. That's what he said.
The first hour of our show in Indy, we talked about that.
Well, that was
And Jake and I were on the same page on that. We both.
I would
thought,
have
what
to.
a
But I would agree
non-story.
with it. I would agree with that.
What a non-story this is that we're talking about for an hour.
No,
It was.
welcome to
Yeah,
the
it was
I would
ridiculous.
Also, I would
It was
also
ridiculous.
say this: if I'm the Big Ten, I'm like, this is your problem. Field the team, Northwestern. Get someone there.
Get somebody there.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't feel like we might want to go right now. Yeah.
Well, the
Tell you
only
what,
thing is,
the-
you're putting kids. Are you putting kids in that position to answer questions about that magnitude of a?
Get your guys get them on a bus, get them on a plane.
Bill says figure it out.
So you
Figure
put
it
Braun in there.
What's that?
You put that Braun that
Yeah,
that interim.
yeah.
There'd be a lot of people at that booth.
Field the
Say that
team.
much.
Field the team. Get out there. Get it ready to go. Because honestly, there'll be some hard questions. They won't. I don't think that the media would just be unmerciful on them.
I don't think so.
I think so. They'd be more like these guys, especially the head coach. He's gonna be like, gee, this guy's got a lot going on. He wasn't here.
David Braun?
He's a new guy. Yeah.
The interim.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on right now.
David Braun is the interim.
When we come back, the mailbag and song of the day on early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you got really tired of working for your boss here, if it's time to be your own boss, look into buying your own business with Transworld Business Advisors of Lincoln. Call 402-413-1095.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your today at renewyourauto.com. So can do for you.
Where's the most convenient place to get big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. With over 2,400 convenient locations worldwide and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. Whether you're a newbie or a gym pro, you belong in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends today. See Home Club for details.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Koppel's big summer sales event is kicking off into high gear with lots of fantastic offers still going on. We got 0.9% interest rates and trade-in bonuses on select new models. I know it all sounds too good to be true, but yes, 0.9% interest rates right now. Also, we're ramping up our back-to-school vehicles, and our pre-owned inventory is filling fast. We've got great new pre-owned and GM certified units ready to roll. So stop on by the dealership or online cards.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Rice Renovations in Hickman reminds you that as difficult as these times are for us here at home, it is far tougher for our troops overseas. Let's make their lives from home. If you're not sure what to send or where to send it, just call your local veterans organization. They'll help you brighten a day in the life of a soldier. This message is from Rice Renovations in Hickman, helping to give our troops the comforts of home that they deserve.
Hey, CNC machinist, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at GarnerIndustries.com.
You love to bash his sports teams.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate passion and discussion.
It's questionable song of
Once again, your song of the day from 1996, Real World by Matchbox 20. 464-568-51 1 is bad. 10 is good. Texture rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
What was yesterday's song?
It was White Room by Cream.
Yeah.
You didn't like that one.
I didn't like it. This is a rare time for you, Jake, where you went 2 days playing songs I absolutely can't stand.
I thought you liked Matchbox 20.
Oh, are you serious?
Google Dolls.
Did you really think
Google
that?
Dolls, Matchbox 20.
You really thought I liked Matchbox 20?
It's not bad to like Matchbox 20. I like them.
God, no. I apologize. I can't. You guys don't like it when I inflate the score, so I'm not going to. That song's awful.
You gave an awful song, a very average song, an 8.88 the other day.
Yeah, so
what's no one know
like that?
So that was your worst rating you've ever done
For Marvin
since I've
Gaye,
known you.
for Marvin Gaye, right? What's going on?
Yeah.
Isn't that what that was?
Well, how long have we been rating songs since I've known you?
Marvin Gaye's
7
19th
months.
best song. I'd give it a 9.
What song was that?
That was What's Going On.
Yeah,
by
that's like
Marvin
his
Gaye.
fourth best.
A
Third
solid song. No, anyway, go ahead.
best. I'm sorry, Jake. Don't take it personally.
I didn't make the song.
You know.
Yeah, he didn't sing
I didn't
it.
write it.
You know where I stand on a song like that. I'll go 1.779.
Okay, I'm a little more optimistic about Bill. I mean,
I can tell you
now.
that.
Sometimes Bill sings songs and still gives him a low score. I'm curious where
So
you went. Bill.
there's a time in my life where I branched off from and just kind of experimented with other music besides the 70s. Because to be honest
for
with
you.
just
I'm
know
sorry about that.
Just so you know that because 80s music sucks. I do not like 80s music.
I don't play many
and I'm an
80s
80s guy.
songs here.
Don't like it.
Don't you?
This was a time when I kind of turned into kind of a hipster cool guy trying to listen to some different stuff. And so I enjoy the song. I do enjoy that. I wish the real world would stop hassling me.
It's a great line.
It's a great line.
Great
I
line.
wish I was Rainmaker. I wish I was a superstar,
Superhero.
Superhero.
People
He
love
says that.
Matchbox 20.
That's that.
You should
I
too.
don't have
No.
I don't have a Matchbox 20 CD in my car.
You have a Matchbox.
There's no Matchbox. Don't have any of that, but I enjoyed the song. I'm going to give it a 70112.
Wow, that is quite a difference. So Sip was in the high.
I enjoyed it.
I took my headphones off.
I wish the real
I saw
world
that.
would stop
Hassling
hassling me.
No.
There's a lot of truth to that.
I think you missed the boat in this one.
No.
See,
The people will
is a
like
seven.
it.
That's a 7 type
They-
of song.
they-
It's
it's
exactly
an
where I hit.
upbeat, happy
Yeah,
kind of song,
if that song's I'm gonna listen to it, I'm like,
Yeah,
all right,
I don't switch
I'm
the
off.
station.
I remember listening to
Crank
this song when the song came out. Other songs I don't remember listening to. I'm like, no, I didn't listen to
It's
that.
a cool song. It's
Yeah.
different. It's unique.
Yeah.
I know this though. He can still sell out arenas, which
I saw Matchbox 20 5 years ago in Omaha.
If,
Okay,
if-
was it an arena,
if they were singing
in
at the-
America Center.
Was it?
Yeah.
If they were
Okay.
singing at the Zoo Bar tonight, would you go?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I'd go.
We'll go. Yeah.
Yes, we would
Yeah,
go.
you guys
see it.
can go.
To the Zoo Bar.
We'll sing some songs.
Yes.
I'd rather.
We'll drag you down there. You'll enjoy it. You say,
I'd rather
yeah,
go
this
to
guy's pretty
McDonald's.
good actually. You would.
That's what
change
you
it
would
too.
say.
Yeah.
We'd get you on your second Trump, and you'd be like,
I'd rather go to McDonald's.
We'll go to McDonald's first, then we'll go to the concert.
Okay, we
It's
go to
fine.
McDonald's first.
Before some ratings, quick legal ID. 1 second.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Some ratings. Harper's dad, a 7. Another 7 from somebody.
Nice.
Bubba, 7.3. You noticing
It
they're
was
on
a
Bills?
7 song.
It's a 7 song.
Bubba.
8.5 from
Yeah,
somebody.
I know you're not going to read the low ones.
Hang on. Bill, who in Columbus?
Bird.
2.2. So that's on your boat.
He's from
There you go.
Columbus. He's from
Yeah.
Columbus.
He's, yeah, Columbus
So
doesn't
he's cool.
So at the VFW, they didn't play Matchbox 20.
1.1 from somebody. Kent, an 8.8. 10.
Who's somebody?
Deb from Beatrice, 10. Anytime you play Matchbox 20 is an automatic 10.
Gals
Deb.
gals generally like that.
A lot of guys like Matchbox 22.
Mostly gals.
I'd say a lot of it's probably a mixture. It's a mixture.
Shouldn't they be in the kitchen? Yeah.
That's per.
They listen
Sip.
to while they're cooking.
Yeah. That's Sip's phrase there.
Say something about Tammy. She's already texted in.
Jake
say
and
something.
Hickman's 8.1. Jennifer 6. Hubby 4.9. Not a fan.
No, not. Oh God.
They're both there.
God
Sip.
bless them.
Newt says a 2. Sanderson 4.2.
These
Pecan Pie a 10. Notorious B.I.B. 1.1. So a lot of high scores.
Mm-hmm. It's
A lot
all
of
over
low
the
scores.
map.
It's a questionable song.
It's
That's
all
what
over
the
the map.
segment's
That's
all
for-
about.
I thought you did a great job.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate
Two
that.
straight days. You need a rebound.
Corey
Two straight
Lincoln
bad
gives it a
songs.
5.
Corey.
Which is not bad.
Yeah.
He goes to 2s and 1s sometimes. It's a 5.
Yeah, that song's real middle of the road.
Who doesn't want to be a rainmaker?
He says, by the way, White Room by Cream is a 9. Corey.
Yeah,
So- Okay, quickly, let's go to the mailbag with our NFL music, of course. NFL music.
Why is it the NFL?
You think
Because
it's really good too? The mailbag. You're
There's
excited about
some
it.
good questions today. Let's get to it.
What just happened? What just happened?
Oh,
That's a make
God,
you go, Jeff.
Get
Okay,
under control.
here we go. Michael kicks. Are you okay? Can you hear?
No, I'm not.
I'm shaking.
It's like an earthquake. It's like an explosion.
I'm shaking.
Michael says this: for college students, there are plenty of semester or summer abroad opportunities. If there was a season abroad for journalists where you had to move to another city and cover that team for a season, who would you like to cover? Sip?
Any sport?
Any sport? A team or a city you'd like to go move to for one season and cover them?
I mean, I'm always thinking about warmth. So I'm thinking the Raiders in Las Vegas or the Arizona Cardinals.
You want to cover the Cardinals? They're the worst team in the league.
But think about where you're at in the winter. Now you travel. I get that. There'd be some travel involved, but I'm going to warmth, and that's the two that come to mind first. I want to go to warmth.
I'm going to Spain. I'm doing soccer.
Okay,
I'm fine with that.
That would be.
That'd be
I
fun.
would love to cover that.
That's an
intensive
option. You could go
soccer.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes. You picked like a state. Most people like abroad. He used the word abroad. in
Barbados and cricket would be fun.
Yes.
When we were
That's
down
better.
there.
Now
Yeah.
we're talking.
Now,
Now
when
we're
we were
talking.
down there,
You just said the
cricket-
Cardinals. You started off with the
Arizona
Arizona.
I was thinking we had to.
Who's your dream
It
coverage?
said season abroad. It could be anywhere.
So you went with the Arizona Cardinals.
I'd have to learn cricket.
Yeah.
But when we were down there, I was amazed how much cricket's on TV.
I'm going to Scotland/Ireland, and I'm going to track the golf events.
You're going to track them.
Yeah, I'm going to cover golf. I'm covering golf.
The British Open.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, by the way, starts tomorrow.
That starts. Are we going to talk about that tomorrow?
Yes. Well, it'd be just a small topic. Okay, to Kelly. Kelly up next. Okay,
that was a good one, by the way.
Kelly says, "What is a food you actually enjoy eating? I love steak, but I wouldn't say I really enjoy the process of eating it, so not my favorite. How about like Bugles, Twizzlers, Swedish Fish, Pringles? What do you actually enjoy to eat? The process of it.
The process.
Because steak can be chewy. It can be tough to cut it up. What do you like to eat?
Lemon bars. Lemon bars. You can whip them down, and they always taste good. I've never had a bad lemon bar in my life.
I have.
I like it. And I like the texture.
But as far there's nothing better than when you arrive and you look at them, you come on like, okay, there's the mother one right there. That's the one
that's pretty good. I haven't had that in a while.
So when I order nachos, I order them the same every time. Mac will say he does every time. So I'm always, the lady comes over, we want large nachos for the table. I always tell her, money's no object. Money's no object.
Bring it over.
Load it. Load it. If you got charged, I'm not asking you to load that for free. Load it. I'll pay you extra. And when it shows up,
what do you want loaded?
I just want it loaded up because there's nothing
Everything?
worse than when all of a sudden the nachos are gone and there's like 25 chips there where there's nothing left. So I'm always like, no, load it
that
up.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Right now, that
But
sounds good.
When you look, the process is fun because you're talking and you're having a nacho, but you're still talking. It's not like everyone's looking at their own plate and eating their food. It's a communal food.
There's one underrated one.
What's
Sunflower seeds are fun.
I'm going to go with peanut butter M&Ms.
Okay.
Okay with that one?
Okay.
They're delicious. Is it odd? That's fun. Come on. It's not that
fun
weird.
of eating it.
Yeah.
Also, the process. There was just putting it in your mouth. Really, that's awesome.
It is
It's
fun.
okay. You got a great shirt on. Your shirt's saving you right now.
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Call Bombeck.
Get you on your shirt.
Get Bombeck in here.
Is Bombeck? Is this?
This should be a Bombeck week. Yeah, he should be in it. Last one, Bill. This is for you specifically, Mike.
From Mike.
It says, Bill, do you incorporate into your coaching anything you learned during your playing days at Nebraska Wesleyan?
Well, yeah. Obviously, how did that change direction?
We haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah,
One
for a
more.
while.
Need that.
So we talked about
Were you split out?
We split out wide.
Yeah.
I gave him the
Was that your
signal.
inside move?
Yeah, that's my inside move. Yeah, that's okay. I'd set him up and break back in. You got to remember, like, I played wide receiver for. I did because I would talk to him about I know the frustration sometimes of football because I played wide receiver for 4 years and I was never open. It's never open, not one time. It's not so passive. I was never
Deep
open.
touchdown. You weren't open.
Where it was not open.
Just in a window.
Just a window.
Couldn't get any
Had
daylight.
to- all I do
No
is
daylight?
all I do is catch contested balls. That was it because I couldn't get uncontested.
That's the book on you.
That's the book.
Catches contested balls well. That's all he gets.
That's all I can do is he can't. He's never been open.
Doesn't get open.
I told you that they didn't even let me go to 7-on-7. I had to go to blocking drills.
Drawbacks. Can't get open.
Yeah, can't
That is the mailbag. Thank you for all the questions today. Those were good questions. I appreciate that. So
Yeah, these were good.
When we come back, top of the hour.
Terrible song though. Terrible.
No, it was not. Bill liked it. Listeners mostly liked it. Some didn't like it, but
I wish the real world would stop hassling me.
I wish the
Dang right.
real world would cancel that song.
It's not going to happen.
happen.
Never.
I love
Matchbox 20 for
Yeah,
life.
we might
man.
see him at the Zoo Bar tonight.
Hey, yeah, let's go see it.
Yeah.
If he was there, I'd be there in a heartbeat. Yeah. That band, boom, we'd go.
I'm going to McDonald's.
SGC, our final preview of the SGC is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and the Ticket FM.
Gain is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gain a truck guarantees a 40-hour work year-round, and there's offers health, vision, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better candidate. Learn more at applytoday.com.
Are you ready to upgrade your combine? Don't act now to choose from the widest selection of used combines at Acres Equipment. Acres, Nebraska's leading John Deere combine dealer, is offering 2.9% interest for 60 months on over 100 pre-owned combines. Each combine includes our A-plus uptime program to keep you running flawlessly throughout harvest season. Go to acres.com to view a huge inventory of low-hour, late-model equipment. Find what you like, and we'll deliver it to your farm for free. Acres, solutions for every field.
Rice Renovations in Hickman reminds you that as difficult as these times are for us here at home, it is far tougher for our troops overseas. Let's make their lives a little better with gifts from home. If you're not sure what to send or where to send it, just call your veterans organization. They'll help you brighten a day in the life of a soldier. This message is from Rice Renovations in Hickman, helping to give our troops the comforts of home that they deserve.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
It's a new era for Nebraska football with a new head coach. Gear up season with 93.7 The Tickets cover 10 media days. Live from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis on July 26th and 27th. Jay Foreman, Amon Green, Vershawn Jackson, Terrell Farley, Derek Pearson, Steve Sipple, and Jake Sorensen will be in Indy for our shows on Wednesday and Thursday. Coverage of Big Ten Media Days is brought to you by Ben Bleicher of Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate, Gary Michaels Clothiers, Warhorse Gaming, A1 Automotive, and the 1890 Initiative.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with underlighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HandHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
You've driven a GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction material. They sell in bulk money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GE Landscape Supply.com for more info or call 402-466-1627.
At Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're opening a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
It's Christmas in July at Pillar Restaurant Group when you purchase a $100 gift card and receive a $15 bonus card. One gift card for all of our locations, including Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, the Butchery and Venue at Home, and all Lincoln Good Sense subs. Our Christmas in July gift card special is available at all Pillar Restaurant Group locations or online at prgnebraska.com. That's prgnebraska.com to get a $15 bonus card when you purchase a $100 gift card.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Tickets, Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a
feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers.
So-
I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So
Bill,
I'm out.
This is Early Break.
To hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank, member FDIC, location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming to 70th and Pioneers by early 2024. That's again Midwest Bank, member FDIC. You can always call or text 402-464-5685. Watch and comment on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and now channel 951. Before I get to the SEC here, we have a text to address here.
716.
Yeah, people want some advice here. Ellis in Illinois says this on the text line. Says, I'm leaving later today with my wife on a flight to London.
Whoa.
Spending 10 days in London and then Paris. Does Bill have any advice on things I should do over there to wow my wife with romance?
I've never been.
You've never been to London?
No, I've been to a lot of places. Been to Tokyo, been to different spots in the country, but never been there. So I've no. But what a trip he's done, though. That's incredible. That is incredible. The trip.
What was that?
What?
Nothing.
He's like, I can think of.
I know how to
things.
wow.
Yeah, you sure do. Oh yeah, every day you wow us in the show.
So wait a second. So how long is that flight now? 10 hours.
The biggest advice that I would give him from everyone that I know that when they have the trip was just the very best is get as far off the beaten path as you can. You have to spend your some time right in the middle of things, but get as far off to the beaten path of small villages, different places you go there. Everyone's just like,
it's a good idea.
It's like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So,
I wouldn't know that. Yeah. Jake, have you been to, you not been
You
to
know what?
I've only been to Dublin.
Okay,
and
since
Scotland.
Jake
Ireland,
squashed
Scotland.
our cruise, let's do a trip. Let's do a European tour
European
with
trip.
would anybody be interested? Text in. Yes.
too
We'll do everything.
expensive.
We'll ride
So
those.
expensive.
We'll ride the bullet trains all around Europe.
Yes.
Yes.
That'd
Jake
be-
will be the conductor.
That'd be great.
Yes.
When are we doing it?
Well,
It'd have to be in the spring.
Hopefully, a couple months.
Yeah.
No, no.
Do it in October.
Football season.
Do it
No
in
big deal.
October.
Nah, no
How
big
about
deal.
March?
Dude.
Yeah. March.
By the way, last thing, and then we'll move on. Regarding the food, Texture says, "Amen" on the nachos, Bill.
Thank you.
Fun
I appreciate
food to
that.
eat.
It's a fun food and loaded up. Just next time you go in, just
olives.
Here's the deal. So let's say the nachos are it's $14.99, whatever. Just say, listen, I want the $22 nachos.
Upload.
Like,
Upcharge me. Come
upload.
on. Give me
It's
the big
not
one.
going to be all of a sudden. It's not going to be like 25 years later. It's like, well, we can't retire. Spent the $7 on the nachos
because the stupid nachos we got.
cost. Like, no, get the nachos, load them up. But I tell you one thing, I've had some bad nachos, and talk about ruining your whole night. When they come out, it's just like, what is this?
Really?
And what is this? This is
I
horrible.
don't know why I haven't had nachos in probably 10 years.
I'll order it for the meal a lot.
Yeah, you can do
I'll
that.
have nachos.
Yeah, that
I don't
that can
mind that.
happen.
Yes.
Here's a hot take. Then again, SEC after this. Okay,
Yeah, we got to get to Alabama.
Texture says this, and I'm curious what Bill thinks about this.
Okay.
Tell Sip
What?
if Matchbox 20 was from the 70s, he would have liked that song.
Oh, I think there's something there.
Is there something there? If,
Oh, there
if they
would've.
were a 70s band,
They
would
would've
you have
been.
liked that song
Yes.
possibly?
If the
Look, he's thinking. Look at him.
If the Allman Brothers sang that, he'd be like, "That's
But they
incredible.
wouldn't.
It's a
That's
10.
incredible. Listen,
It's a
look at the lyrics.
You
Look at
good
the
band.
lyrics.
You
Yes.
see him pause. He thought about
Yeah.
it. He was
Yeah.
pondering for a second.
Yeah.
Would I give that a higher
If
score?
Toto sang
Yeah.
that.
Real world,
They
Africa,
wouldn't. That's
real
the thing.
world. Hold
Yeah.
the line. They're all the
Was I-
same,
Was
right?
I thinking Toto or Pogo? I was thinking Pogo.
Poco.
Poco.
is the band.
Yeah, Poco.
Yeah,
They're
it's
sort,
kind of a
sort
yacht rock radio band.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Don't mention Yacht Rock because I'm going to mention another station and that'll get me in trouble with DP.
Don't do that.
No.
Yeah. There's a good Yacht Rock channel on Sundays.
People are down with the European bullet train idea.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want that.
Let's do this, guys.
Do they-
I'm dead
We're
serious.
going
Can you
to
imagine just drinking wine and eating cheese? It'd be incredible.
Can you get
See,
margaritas for
Can
Sip?
you see Jake Sorensen in Europe? Oh, I tell you, that would be.
I love
It'd
Europe
be-
for Scotland and
it'd be
Ireland. I'd go
incredible.
back in a heartbeat
It'd
over
be
there. I'll
incredible.
go to London.
You
Sure.
seem to fit in pretty well.
Yes.
And you did in Dublin.
I
You seem
yeah,
to.
I-
You were
I-
in all your
I
glory.
took over that town. I'm
You
pretty
should.
sure.
You were in all your glory in that stadium. You were.
I was one to point out there's free alcohol
Right.
there.
You're the one who broke the story.
I did.
Yeah.
Seriously, I got a tweet that had like 15,000 likes on it, like 1,000 retweets.
Hey, everybody, they're serving free beer.
If you're at Aviva Stadium, alcohol is free right now. Excuse me?
That freaked you right out.
I'll be right back.
What a
I did.
trip.
It
What a
was
trip
fun.
that was.
Okay, our final day of SEC
Oh, God.
preview. Nick Saban speaks today
He
in
does?
Nashville. He is. This is one more day. So Thursday is the final day of SEC Media Days in Nashville. We heard from Kirby Smart yesterday, as well as Clark Lee at Vanderbilt and two other coaches, Mississippi State, Zach Arnett, and then I forget who the last one was who spoke.
Who talks faster, Kirby or Jimbo?
Oh, not even close.
Jimbo,
not even close. Not even close.
Jimbo, for sure. Okay, so let's begin with Alabama. Alabama, again, Saban speaks today, but we've got 5 teams to preview today. We've got
Start with Alabama.
Starting Alabama. Okay, I got
Wanna
to
go
Get the
fine.
schedule.
No, we're good.
Get the schedule.
Alabama, who right now it's Georgia's conference. They've won back-to-back conference titles, back-to-back national championships. Curious, Saban's what he says today at Media Days.
Alabama has an interesting schedule. Bill, go ahead. It's
Well,
interesting.
Very interesting.
It is.
Very interesting. First of all, kudos to them for playing a big game. So yes, several teams there played like you looked like Vanderbilt State. They're like, no, we're not playing anyone in those 4 games. They're playing Texas. They played them home and home.
Yeah,
that's
two.
a great that is a great deal. How about this one at USF?
How about that?
That's crazy.
That's weird.
South Florida.
That's strange.
That's a strange.
I think
strange
South
one.
Florida's 1-11 last year, but still, it's an interesting. It's interesting that they would venture into that territory, right?
Yes.
Why would they go to South Florida?
It had to be a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Something they couldn't get it. I guarantee that's what it was.
But you are right. USF was 1-11.
1-11
That's
last
correct. Yep.
Yeah, so
Terrible.
just an interesting game. That'll probably be one of those classic
And
11 a.m.
And they did not
kickoffs.
play Bama last year. This is not a home and home. Yeah, I mean
Well, it might be in the future. This might be at the front end of it.
But you start
See the
with
front
it.
end.
You start with it at
No, you
USF.
sound like a
Bill.
sports writer a little bit.
That's very
there, Bill.
strange.
The front end of it, too.
front end of it. The front end. Front end.
That was interesting.
It's kind of like the old school.
At USF.
All right, keep going on their
Oh,
schedule.
wait, did you see this? Hang on. This is per Phil Steele.
We have breaking news?
Yes.
No, Bama's first road trip to a non-Power 5 team since 1992.
Wow. That's amazing. That's seriously
Thank you,
amazing.
Phil Steele. I had to say that.
Phil's on it.
Non-Power 5.
First road trip to a
So
non-Power 5
they're
since
big
92.
games, in my opinion. The 2 biggest ones are Tennessee and LSU, and they get them both at home.
Oh, boy.
Get them both at home, and that is it is not Auburn, it is not LSU, as far as what the stadium's like, as far as it's not the Swamp, but Alabama it's a real place to play. It's a real place to play, especially in those big games. So they have some, and then they have to go to Auburn at the end, which will be a tough game. Don't forget that 2 years ago, or whatever it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they played the national championship game, the one they lost to Georgia. After they beat them in the SEC
Yes.
championship, came back and they lost. Don't forget that Auburn had them beat at home.
Yeah.
If they just don't run out of bounds.
That's right.
If they don't run out of bounds,
catastrophe.
they would have got the ball back with like 20 seconds having to score.
It was a catastrophe.
Yeah, it was if he doesn't go out of bounds.
It was a literal catastrophe.
So when you play it at Auburn, that is real. I enjoy listening to Saban. I'll enjoy listening to his conversation today. He does a great job. He is probably about one of the he's a proponent obviously of his school first, but he speaks the most about college football. He's the one who does speak the most about what is the best direction of college football. You can do that when you won all those national championships and you have everyone's going to listen. Also, he's very well educated on what's going on.
Does he have 7 rings?
7.
I think he's got 7.
Yeah.
I think 7's right.
Isn't it 6 Alabama, 1 LSU?
You
I remember.
I think that's correct, Bill.
But anyway, it's just
He has too many for one hand. I know.
But I do think that they have a situation. I mean, it's still 5 on offense, 5 on defense, and they don't.
What do you mean, returners?
Returners, and just think for the last they had Jalen Hurts, they had Tua, they had Matt Jones. So these guys are all starting. That's 3 starters in the NFL.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young was
3 starters in the NFL, and then a Heisman Trophy winner who's going to probably start in the NFL. So next year, in order, the 4 quarterbacks that played Alabama are all starting in the NFL.
That's correct.
I mean, that's insane. That's not just on the team. I mean, just to make a team would be insane.
Well, think about it. For a long time, they didn't have an NFL type quarterback for Saban. McCarron was like a second or third round pick, but they didn't have a first round type quarterback. Like they had, but Blake Sims was a good player, not an NFL player.
McElroy,
right? The guy that got drafted like 6th round, late, but wasn't seen as an NFL stud. Now they have 4 straight now.
We don't know who do we know who the
Tyler
quarterback's going to be?
Buckner.
They don't know. Remember, it's very intriguing now because they brought that Notre Dame transfer come in late.
Yep, Buckner.
Which does, as I listened to all the podcasts, it does speak volumes. Because if you have 2 guys that are, I don't think Saban would do that. Would say, yeah, let's add a third. Let's not mess up the room, and especially because it'd be odd because the new coordinator Tommy Rees is from Notre Dame, so he's bringing a quarterback from Notre Dame. That would upset be a little bit awkward, for it at that time. But like I said before, Saban is smart, and it's like anything else. People always say, I don't know if I want. Do you want another D lineman? Yeah, we do. You want another? You want another running back that's really good? Yeah, I do. You just keep asking, because when Joe Burrow was coming out, Alabama recruited the heck out of him. And remember, at that time they had Jalen and Tua. Already won national. Same team. They're like going, yep, we'll take him too. Yep, we'll just stack him up here. Yep, not a problem.
The thought being, everybody's just got to compete.
Yeah, thought just being like, it's like too much money. It's like, really? When do you have that?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I don't know. I
don't understand that. So same thing. We have too many good players. No, we don't. Right. We'll take them all.
So Buckner could be their guy. He was at Notre Dame. He came over with Tommy Rees.
That's right.
Tommy Rees was the Notre Dame offensive coordinator. Now he's the offensive coordinator at Alabama. Buckner probably has a great shot.
Question here is going to be Alabama, not in the playoff last year. Can they make it with a new quarterback?
Right.
Bryce Young was the first overall pick. Yeah, he's not there anymore.
Think about their losses.
Didn't make the playoff last year.
Missed field goal against Tennessee. They lose by that sent to overtime, and I would have won it. I'm not sure, but it was
tied.
They tied it.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
So
but it tied it.
Missed field goal, and then LSU goes for 2 and makes kind of an unbelievable play to beat them. So they lost. They lost 2 games by 4 points.
They just about. They didn't. They just about lost to A&M. A&M was on the 3-yard line, down by 4 to end the game, and just threw a horrible pass and was it picked off for incomplete. They were on the 2 or 3 yard line.
I think
they were right there to win.
Yeah, they threw a little flare out.
It was horrible. It was a horrible pass, but they were right there. But
they got Kevin Steele now. Alabama. Kevin Steele is a defensive coordinator. People may remember Kevin Steele here as a linebackers coach. He coached with him, didn't you?
I did. Yep, I was Kevin's graduate assistant.
Whoa!
So I talked with him about a week ago. Text back.
I believe he called you on the phone one time when we were before the show, didn't he?
Yeah, we did talk on the phone.
Yeah,
yes, we did. Yeah, we did talk.
I think Kevin called Bill before the show.
I was in the parking lot. I came in late, so I was talking to Kevin. That's right.
Steele is Alabama's defensive coordinator. Steele has quite a career.
He's been a lot of places.
And he's a veteran guy. So anyway, but I think Alabama is a great story this year. With the quarterback situation, everyone they lost 2 games. They lost 2 games by 4 points, and they lost to Tennessee and LSU. Pretty good team.
Damn near lost to Texas. Boy, they look bad in that game.
Yeah, they should have lost that one.
Yeah. Speaking of LSU, a team that did beat them, let's go to them next. LSU. Brian Kelly spoke day 1 at Media Days in Nashville. They were 10-4 last year. We all remember how they had the rough loss to Florida State to begin the season. On the Labor Day weekend,
24-23. Yeah,
but
great win for Florida.
LSU begins again against Florida State again this year.
Schedule is
awesome.
Hit the schedule. Hit it.
Florida State.
Just think about that. You're starting off Florida State and LSU.
Damn.
I mean, 2 potential teams that right away. Does either team have a chance to be in the playoffs? Yes.
Yes, both.
And so the first game out of the gate, obviously a loss does not knock you out of it by any stretch. But 2 losses are tough. 2 losses are really tough. They shouldn't be, but it depends who you lose to.
Yep.
But 2 losses are tough. So if you lose the first one, you got to roll 11 in a row. So that's interesting of what people have to get done. So their schedules, like I said, it's not brutal after the Florida State. The next game obviously is not brutal, as I was saying. At Mississippi State, so they get a good one right there because I think Mississippi State's going to be one of the more struggling teams. I listened to that whole podcast yesterday. They went from Leach's plan of attack aid to under center, and that's going to be something. I think it's going to be a lot. I think that's going to be a struggling team.
They're going under center.
Yep. And, well, not all the time, but they have some plays under center. And Arkansas, I think is a good solid team. At Ole Miss is going to be a tough one. That will be one. Then they got at Missouri. Then Auburn is then it gets real. Then you got Auburn. Then you West Point. Then you got Army.
Yeah.
And then you got at Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Texas A&M in a row. So at Georgia State. I mean,
LSU's kind of funny. They're three of their
they
non-cons.
mix them in at weird times.
Yeah, are Grambling State,
Army,
Georgia State, and Georgia State. My God.
You know the worst one is on there? The one that just drives you nuts. Army.
Yeah.
Because triple option. I guess you play the week before Auburn.
Oh God.
So you're spending time on Army during the camp, maybe during the spring for a time, because you can't all of a sudden you go back. There is I think it was Georgia Southern running triple option, and I believe it was against Alabama. And listen to Nick Saban's post game about who they played. He goes because he'll talk about. He goes we slowed Georgia Southern down on the triple option. Couldn't slow them down. That's a tough game at the time. You want to play an Army either in the bowl game, so you have prep time, or in the first game of the season. You don't want to play those guys at that juncture.
3 more teams to go. Let's go to Tennessee next. Tennessee. Josh Heupel was 11-2 last year. Of course, Hendon Hooker, the wonderful revelation at quarterback. They beat Alabama. It was a great season to become relevant again for the Volunteers. They carried the goalpost not only out of the stadium, but into the river in Tennessee after they beat Alabama. But they have a new quarterback. Hendon Hooker has gone to the NFL. But again, 11-2 last year. We talked about a few days ago. Embarrassing for them what happened with everything, but with the situation with Jeremy Pruitt. But no bowl ban, no postseason ban for Tennessee.
I don't think you should. Not with 200 violations and 8 ones. There's no.
Why
way,
would you bowl?
There's
it?
no way you should.
Why would you?
Blatant payment of
Why
players.
would you?
Yeah, they just flying with them on their private planes.
What the hell? You know what Tennessee doesn't have? They don't have a defense. It's going to be hard to. They're going to win a bunch of games.
7 returning starters though.
Yeah. It's a bad defense. I mean,
gave up 63 points to South Carolina.
They were 126th in the nation in pass defense last year.
It's not good.
Tennessee for being on the east side, it's not as tough as the west side, but their one crossover game is always Alabama.
Oh boy, and it's at
so right away that is going to be tough. I think it's going to be very interesting at the quarterback spot. Because everyone feels that's going to be just like it's just going to continue on just status quo.
They got a 31-year-old back there, Joe Milton.
And so that's going to be interesting how Joe Milton plays. He did well when he came in at the end of the season, but that'll be interesting to see how he plays overall.
They have a receiver named Squirrel on their team.
Squirrel
White. He's a starter on the Tennessee Volunteers.
165 pounds.
Squirrel.
Yeah. It's a little squirrel.
What a name. Tennessee, Virginia, Austin P, and Florida to start their season. UTSA, South Carolina. Could be a decent start for them.
Yeah, whip it down. They got UConn on there too. Man, these
UConn in November. Yeah, A&M, Alabama, Kentucky, UConn, at Missouri, Georgia, and Vanderbilt.
These SC teams will load up the cupcakes in their non-con a lot of the time.
Yep. So okay, a couple more to go. Ole Miss, and then we get to Georgia. So Ole Miss is next. For our
they'll be a fun team to watch.
Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin in his 4th year, 8-5 last season.
Bad finish.
Awful. Well, they lose their last 5, was it?
They lost their last 3. Lost to Alabama by 6. Lost to Arkansas by 15. Lost to Mississippi State by 2.
Last 4 because they lost in the Texas Bowl.
Okay, lost their bowl game too. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, they lost their last 4. That's rough.
Mm.
I mean, and then there's all that talk about Lane going somewhere else, right? Where was the talk? He was going to where, Jake?
Was it Auburn?
That's right. Good job, Bill. Yep. And it got really nasty with the reporter because a reporter reported that he was gone. And then he
tweets out like Lane Kiffin not going to Auburn on his own Twitter feed. He's like, Lane Kiffin is not going to Auburn.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin. Then it got ugly with the reporter.
It did.
I don't know. Maybe Lane. I don't know. Lane's got a rebound. That's the
interesting game 2 at Tulane.
Oh,
Tulane
God.
stadium probably seats 35,000.
Yeah, it'll be full. I would think it'd be full.
It'll be. They just won the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah,
I mean they're gonna be wound up for that game, and Tulane returns like 10 or 11 starters on offense. So it'll be an interesting game for them. But they have an at Alabama and LSU back to back. That's a tough back to back. Then you got to throw in. You got to go to an Arkansas. I'm like After that, go to Auburn, Vanderbilt. A&M, yes. Then guess what? Crossover. They got Georgia this year.
That sucks.
So they caught the heater. They caught
Perfield Steelers is Kiffin and Smart's first meeting together.
Yes.
They never played each other against.
That's
on
the
field.
problem with the league. They're going to have 16 teams, and they only play the 8 games.
Yep.
You go forever without playing someone at a place.
Oh God.
Yeah, literally like Georgia is what's A&M has been in the league now for I think 10 years. Is that correct?
I think that's right. 10 years. Yeah.
I don't think Georgia's ever been to A&M. There's some places people have never been.
That's right. You're right.
They've never played at their place.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
In 10 years. So it's crazy. So go ahead, Jake.
Quinshawn Judkins, last year, the freshman, had just shy of 1,600 yards rushing and 16 touchdowns.
He's an animal.
Yeah.
How about 5.7 yards per carry?
He's an animal.
He's unbelievable.
About that. Jackson Dart, also the quarterback, 20 touchdowns, 11 picks. He's back.
The quarterback room is the most intriguing quarterback room in the country.
Yes.
Yeah, they got Spencer Sanders from
Sanders,
Oklahoma
yeah.
State. It's a transfer.
Don't understand why he transferred.
Don't either. He's not going to start.
He's
And,
not. Is he not, definitely not the starter?
I don't think so.
And they got Walker Howard transferred from LSU.
Yeah, I don't
so
get
they have 3
starters.
3 starters. Very interesting.
That brings us to our last team, which is the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia, of course, the back-to-back national champions in college football. 65-7 winners last year over TCU. That game was never a game. I was hearing yesterday that Kirby Smart was saying that, he was asked, are you worried about guys getting complacent? He said, better never gets tired, basically. Better never stops, basically, something like that. So he's saying, don't worry about complacency. We're here to win every year. But they have to replace a lot of guys. A new quarterback at Georgia because the quarterback has gone to the NFL. Stetson Bennett.
Stetson.
How do we feel about Georgia this year?
Well, the non-conference is just it's unbelievable. UT Martin, Ball State, UAB, Georgia Tech. That's a wow.
They load up on the cupcakes.
That's a wow.
Yeah, they're loaded. Come on.
Can't even find them in here. Where'd they go?
You don't look. I mean, you look.
What's
at
their
that,
toughest game, Bill?
Probably at Tennessee.
Yep.
I'm going to say at
November
Tennessee.
18th. Then
At Tennessee.
They'll put 40 on them. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Georgia will put 40 on them. Tennessee's going to have to score in the 40s to win. They won't.
Yeah, this schedule is not intimidating for Georgia.
Georgia's back.
They should be undefeated.
Into the playoff they go.
They should be, even with new quarterback.
Yep.
Carson Beck, likely the quarterback there, Georgia.
If that's their toughest game, I mean.
And their quarterback may be better than Stetson Bennett.
Could be. Stetson was pretty good.
Very good. He did very well. But I'm saying this guy could be better.
He could be. Very
Could
well
be a
good.
better
Stetson got out without a degree.
Yeah.
He was there for what, 10 years?
7 years.
Yeah, 7 years and
no degree.
with the Rams. Now we'll see how that goes. But
it's one of the most interesting stories I've heard in a long time.
There's your SEC preview, our final day there, that Georgia will likely be in the playoff. We'll see if Alabama can get there also or somebody else. But when we come back, it's a Wednesday edition of Bill's Thrills on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the community since 2000. We're excited to open a second location January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FD.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. Medical Anesthetics offers breakdowns for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through July 25th are $2 off a pound of Denver steaks. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, big news, they have 2 new locations opening soon at 27th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha, with soft openings in mid-July. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell our listeners what it means to you and your customers.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's effort. It's the entire dealership. Sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence. We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll get your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet. O Street Carpet. 1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff at our facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
Is Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Get Trucking. Mornings to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and the TFM.com.
We will get to Bill's Thrills in 1 second.
Oh, we have something else?
Not 1 little second. But DP, the boss, is in the building. He's here early today.
Oh, God, did we do something wrong?
No, he gifted us all books.
He did?
Yes. I'm going to show it to the screen. Oops, I just tore my Phil. That was my Phil Steele I tore, not the book. I tore the Phil Steele. The Impact of Influence.
Okay.
Chip Baker, the main guy, but there's DP was in this book. He wrote a chapter in the book.
Nice.
The Impact
I'm very
of
excited to read
Influence,
this.
Available
Thank
wherever
you.
you can find books. But The Impact of Influence, Volume 6, written by Chip Baker and co-authored by powerful influencers, including DP.
Oh, here
Derek
we go.
Pearson.
List of authors. Yeah, DP's in there.
He's in there.
Nice.
So
All right. Well, thank you,
Look forward to
DP.
reading this book and taking some insight there. Okay. Bill, are you ready for Bill's Thrills right now?
Yes.
Ready to do it? All right, let me get the proper introduction, and here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
Yep. Morel mushroom.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Mushrooms grow better.
But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
If you are new to the show, maybe you're getting ready for football season, you don't know what Bill's Thrills is. Bill has a daily thing he switches up. On Mondays, it's football facts. Tuesdays, it's bugaboos. Wednesdays is wild card. Thursdays, parenting tips. Cool parenting tips. And Friday is Freaky or Film Friday.
What if you're just whipping through from another state?
Yeah, you driving from Albuquerque through the Midwest to
Albuquerque.
Nebraska.
Could be driving through.
Good morning.
The road to Albuquerque.
Catch us on the interstate.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good
they can catch
That's
us on the
what we're
interstate.
doing here.
Yeah, maybe they're by Gretna right now.
It could be.
Stopping at the new Hy-Vee.
They might be. It's, I guess, the biggest Hy-Vee in the world.
Seward.
It's amazing.
Seward.
Possibly.
Whipping through.
York.
Good.
Chances are.
Good restaurant.
Yes.
Went
Drive
there one
safely
time. Love it.
and enjoy Bill's bugaboos.
No, that was yesterday.
that's
Today's Bill's
yesterday.
Thrills,
Oh,
which
Bill's
is
Thrills.
you could do bugaboos.
Yes.
Wild cards, anything. So it
Yes.
could be bugaboos.
I
but
just like your bugaboos.
they are great.
Yeah.
All right, Bill. The floor is yours on Wild Card Wednesday.
Okay, the floor here, first of all, belongs to my sister, who?
Tammy.
Tammy was
She's
involved.
unbelievable.
Yeah, she was involved. in
She's
this.
one of the nicest people.
I really can't give a scathing review of this, I don't think, because some of this had some of her thoughts to it. Okay. Yeah, so she had some thoughts. But I thought so this we're going way off track here on Wild Card Wednesday. We're going back and we're really touching on some coaching things and football.
Okay.
So if we're going back
There's
to
the
that.
flip.
There's the flip. At that.
You got a good headline today?
Not really. It's not a real grabber for us. It really isn't like that. But here's the deal.
Grab me.
All staffs are not the same. So football staff like that, don't think that they're like, well, yeah, that staff's everyone you're on. It's kind of like I used to liken this to dogs. You know, like that. You don't get like 14 great dogs in your life. You get 3 or 4, 2 or 3 if you have at certain ages. Like the Bullet's a special one. You probably had one as a kid, different ages. But you don't get that. Same way with staffs. You don't get these. Sometimes I've been lucky. The staffs I've been on some ridiculous staffs with Barry Alvarez, Kyle Whittingham, Ed Ogeron, Urban Meyer. I mean, all these people, Bill Callahan, all these people that I was on, Tom Osborne, Barry Alvarez. I say Barry already, but a lot of dudes. So it was fun. But I wanted to talk about, so that we talk about up and down. So I want to talk about shoulder to shoulder press box. Shoulder to shoulder when you're there.
I can't hear enough about this.
Shoulder to shoulder and you're with real dudes. It's incredible when you're with those staffs. When you get into a game and offense is there and just, first of all, there is a lot of spirit in there as far as like, if one side's kind of struggling, not going like that, there's no, you don't look over at the other guy like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah,
what are we
My
doing?
job
What
here.
are we doing here? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Can we stop somebody?
Yeah.
Hey, hey, any chance for a first down here? Like that. Everything is always
We'll
like
run some clock here.
It's positive. It's this. Everyone's always kind of talking back and forth. You have some fun times and different things like that. Like I remember LSU. I'd be like, hey, Steve Ensminger. I'd be like, Steve, hey, have Joe throw the ball to some of those wide receivers. We'd laugh.
I bet you guys are having fun.
We had some fun with that. I remember the game when Melvin Gordon ran for like 700 yards against Nebraska.
Easy, yes. Tough situation.
I talked to Andy Ludwig, the offensive coordinator. I'm like, about the middle of the third quarter, I go, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I just keep feeding Melvin, maybe. Stuff like that.
I want to pitch it to him.
But I remember the national championship game, we get stuck inside the 5 the first 2 series, and we don't get a first down. And I remember
That's right.
Coach
That's right.
Ogeron was concerned.
Oh, yeah.
Was very concerned.
There was
There was conversation on the headphones at that. And I remember Steve, and the press box was just like this, just calm. Everything was calm, the whole thing for us. And I also remember, but it just, the spirit of being in that is such a good deal. Also, like myself I'd always be a playhead. So like Coach Arand or whoever I'm talking on the phone, be like, hey, what do you like on third down? I'd be like, 3rd and 8. And I'd be like, I like this. I'll go Cowboy. Give him the call. I like that.
You'd be a play ahead.
That's what I like.
You'd be a
like
play
that.
ahead.
And then if he would call something else, what were the first words out of my mouth? When I suggested something and he didn't use my suggestion, what were the first words out of my mouth?
What the hell are you doing?
No. Great. No. First words.
That wasn't it.
First words, great call.
Yeah.
Great call.
Great
call. I like it. I like that. That's a good call. You don't want to that I like that. And then if it doesn't work, that's great. Think about that one.
Nice job.
And then unity at all costs in the staff meeting. So when you went to the big staff room and the offense, defense, you were always competing. There was this and that. But in the big room, when the head coach was sitting there and Urban Meyer sitting there and Ed Ogeron sitting there and Barry Oliver, all those guys, it was a unified group. There was never like something like that. Like, we were hoping to do that, but I guess the offense didn't want to do it, so they're willing to practice like this. But they don't want to.
Do you think does that happen?
Yeah, there's always, like I said, not all staffs are the same.
Yeah.
The ones that were true pros were always like, how we're going to get this done, how you'd work things through, how you spoke to the other side. But it'd be like, hey, listen, we just need to know on defense, like what your formations are. We need to know this, so we have some idea what we be prepared for. Here's the stuff that we're doing. Here's what's going in. Here's when it's going to be. So just for practice, for everything. Also in the room, like we started talking about recruiting, like, hey, Bill, tell me about so-and-so with your safety. That. Yeah, it's going real well with him, Coach. Talk to him like that. Also, Corey Raymond's heavily involved, Coach. He's working with me on this. You always had each other's back. Not that doesn't always take place. When you get on one of those staffs where it's like just grown men in the room, it's really cool. It's really,
and that's been the most of your career.
It has been, and you have unbreakable unity in that spot. And then the last thing was, I think I mentioned here one time, we were talking about coaches, and maybe that was a time when I was with Urban Meyer in Hawaii. We were out for a jog, and we were talking about that. He goes, Bill, what's your thoughts? What's the one thing, Bill? Because he'd always ask questions. He's always trying to learn from everyone. But not like he's like I'm like the voice of reason, but I was always, and it's true. It's like if you ever get, I always say if you get 9, and now the number's 10, but if you get all dudes on your staff, so you don't have like 3 or 4 weak links on your staff. You got to have everyone that can recruit, they can coach, they can go to a golf outing, they got to be able to do it all. And anymore, you have to be able to do it all. For a while, there's a time like that. These are the kind of the coaches, and these are kind of the recruiters.
And these guys that golf.
Yeah, that's that. I need guys that can golf. But the ones that can handle every aspect of it, when it's like, hey, you're going to be up in front of the media today. You got to be able to do it. You got to be able to kill it. Oh, by the way, you got to make sure on the field your guys perform. And that was the thing that everyone says and does it, but I've never heard anyone verbalize as good as Urban was. Get your unit to perform. That was your job. That's how you were judged. Did your unit perform? That was the number one thing. Have your guys ready to go.
God, you coach well, Urban.
And so
awesome.
It was fun, different stuff to be able to do. And next, and the press box there'd be a lot of fun stuff up there that would.
That sounds fun.
That would happen. Like I got a picture. My favorite picture I probably have is us in the press box after we won the national championship
at LSU.
And we're all in the press box. We got a picture of me, Joe Brady. We're all together. But
Joe Brady.
To give an example, there's one. I'll even send you a little clip of it. I think Keith Mann sent a deal the other day to you and me with the audio of me from the press box. But in the end of the game, we're up 52 something to 20 something. We have the ball, so I'm on the headset like that, and it's just quiet in there. It's like 1st and 10. We had the ball. There's 3:19 to go. They'll get the ball back with their timeouts with 2:19 to go. Like that. Then boom, something happens. We get a first down. I want to done. We've got 48 seconds. Clock's running. They're not using their last time out. That type of
just went down to
went right down to the wire like that. And then that's when I go, hang on. I go, who has a phone? And someone had a phone, grabbed the security guy. We all popped up, got a phone, got a picture, and then took off for the field.
Nice.
So it was kind of a
LSU 2019 was a strangely good year.
It was a strange year. But anyway, but the press box was like, I don't look at that picture and go like, clown. It's like, nope, dude, all the way. Idiot over here. Nope, all the way across the board. Just
good dudes.
Just good dudes.
That's incredible.
So anyway, that's why I went with
that
the
was
wild card
Bill.
Wednesday.
I like it. That's
shoulder to shoulder in the press box.
Bill's
real dudes.
Bill's Thrills Wild Card Wednesday, sponsored by our good friends at Mid Plains Advisors, Dirk Scott and Tire Context for all your financial needs.
I wish you would have grabbed me with the headline. I think that I keep thinking, what could have grabbed me with that? You could have done it.
Right.
Tammy's going to get after you about the headline.
The headline.
Get ready for that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, grab me.
It wasn't a headline.
Grab me. Grab me.
Stop.
Okay.
You do it tomorrow.
Let's
tomorrow. Yeah, cool.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
You got to grab me with the headline tomorrow.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-568. 5 your chance to win a business box of bagels, 2 bagels and Joe. It's also a Wild Card Wednesday on Shut Up Sipple. We have not done this topic for a very long time, but it's very popular with our listeners. It's wild cardy.
Okay.
Lincoln intersections.
Oh, I love this.
And these are restaurants.
Bill will be good at this.
Lincoln,
I got a chance.
Lincoln intersections. I will give you the side of the street the intersection. Tell me what restaurant I'm going for, okay? In the city of Lincoln.
Really got to lock in on this one.
De Leon's.
464, yeah. This goes back to Copal. Where was Copal at? 48th and Pioneers.
yeah.
De Leon's at 48th and Van Dorn, though.
Van Dorn.
464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
You guys are 1-1 on the week so far. You won Monday. You had a tough loss yesterday.
And we'll start up the count, the regular season
in August.
Yeah, late August.
Well, the lines are jacked, Liz. I thought they would be. If you can hear me, you're playing the game show. Who do we have here today? Can you hear me? Right again. Okay.
I love it when
if you can hear me, caller, you are playing the game show. Who do we have today?
This is Matthew and Hickson, man. Am I on Shut Up Sipple?
You are on Shut Up Sipple, Matthew.
Let's do it.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Matthew.
He's a lot of energy.
Yeah, he sounds great. Now, where are you from, Matthew?
I live in Hickman.
Okay.
I'm the baseball team calling in with you guys.
Okay.
That's awesome. How tall?
6 foot.
6 foot. Weight?
I used to be 357. I'm 188 now.
Oh, he's lost a lot of weight.
Whoa, that's incredible. Great job.
That's great stuff. Okay. Let's get
see
to
if
it.
you
We're
can
running
do
late
this.
here.
Let's see if you can do this. Yeah,
Bill's
2 minute off. Let's
Bill's
go.
a lifeline for Sip as always. Matthew, first question goes to you. What restaurant is at the northeast corner of 48th and Holdridge?
48th and Holdridge. 48th and Holdridge.
Got it.
Is that
got it.
Wendy's sitting right there?
I got
You
it.
said Wendy's?
I said northeast, right?
I don't need you.
I got it.
It's H.E. Craig.
HF
Brilliant.
Crave. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I get that?
Yeah, you get that. You're getting that. Yeah,
Okay.
Crave. Crave was what I needed, but
Yeah.
it's HF. But you're right. 1-0 lead.
Okay.
Bill's in play.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bill, I got to keep you in play.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't use you when I know it.
Okay, sit back.
I'm
Sit.
the coach here, not you.
What restaurant is at the southwest corner of 48th and Vine?
That's my neighborhood. Wait a second. 48th and Vine, the what corner?
The southwest.
South, west, Popeyes.
Brilliant. This is correct. Popeyes is right. Okay, back to you, Matthew, to stay alive. You're down 2-0. Last question. What restaurant is at the northwest corner of 84th and Layton?
That's your neighborhood. No, that's my neighborhood.
Layton's over.
Taco John.
Taco John's
Brilliant.
is correct.
Nice.
All right, Matthew's still alive.
It-
Bill's in play
It got
now.
real.
Yeah, but Bill's in play. It's 2-1. You look good here. Okay.
Thank
Last
you.
question. What restaurant is at the southeast corner of 10th and P?
South, east,
Hang on.
south, east,
Sure, it's
south. Okay, it's a sports bar. I've been in there for Happer's going away party.
Okay.
Nicole came with me.
What's the restaurant?
Do you know this?
no. I thought it was no. I mean,
Rosie Sports Bar. Bam.
Dang it. Dang it.
Rosie's is correct. Congrats to you, Sip. Matt, we'll get you a bagel and coffee, but thanks for calling and calling down the road.
Appreciate you, boys. Good game, coach. Good game, Sid.
Thank you.
Okay.
appreciate you, Matthew.
I'm curious how this tiebreaker will go today because I love this. I love this question.
Bill usually gets these on the number.
All right,
so
Bill.
go ahead.
Bill, here's the tiebreaker. How many McDonald's locations are there in the city of Lincoln?
7.
Great question.
Sip over under 7.
Wait a second. That's not the number?
It's not the number.
All right. I go to your lead. There's a third. I'm going under.
The answer would be 13. There are 13 McDonald's in the city of Lincoln.
That's
13.
incredible. That's
Nice
incredible.
it's fun to beat you, but that still shocks me a little bit.
That's
13
So I thought,
McDonald's.
yeah, I did. I thought
It wasn't a resounding victory by you because
No.
you were way off.
I was still
I
bad,
know.
but I won.
Bill's been spot on numbers, but yeah, you're off.
Wait a second.
13.
There's 13?
13
in
McDonald's.
Lincoln proper?
Yes, Lincoln proper.
Man.
There's times I want a McDonald's, I can't find one.
Well, you
How
got
can that
13
be?
of them. Come
How
on,
can that
Bill.
be? There needs to be 16.
Just
Sounds
call
like
me.
to me.
Just call me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll help
Call
you
me.
out. The spillover is next on early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers vision and dental company match programs. Culture at Gaina Trucking. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If you're an electrician, we've got a career for you. It's a career with employer-paid health care and retirement benefits. Join the IBEW Local 265 family and work for one of our NECA contractors. Come to our job fair on August 3rd from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Holiday Inn, 2500 Tamarind Ridge Road in Southwest Lincoln. For more information, call Mike Murray at 402-875-1034. That's 402-875-1034.
Whether you're looking for a new place to call home or trying to sell your current home, you want to make it as easy as possible. So why not use a realtor that works harder so you don't have to? The Carpe Diem team at Nebraska Realty is your go-to realty team for all your residential and commercial needs. They pride themselves on working hard and making your life as easy as possible while educating you every step of the way. Contact the Carpe Diem team to seize your moment when building, investing, or date. Give them a call today at 402-429-8121.
Summer is near. Now's the time to clean or replace your furnace filter to get the most out of your AC. Find energy-saving tips at les.com/save-energy.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell our listeners what it means to you and your customers.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's effort. It's the entire dealership, sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This is only given to the dealerships, the excellence. We really strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is again Nebraska's number dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Many of you got really tired of working for your boss this year. If it's time to be your own boss, look into buying your own business with Transworld Business Advisors of Lincoln. Call 402-413-1095.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through July 25th are $2 off a pound of Denver steaks. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, big news, we have 2 new locations opening soon at 27th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha, with soft openings in mid-July. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Doran, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 7th and Van Doren. God bless you.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
We're on the air. Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay. Brought to you by Get Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by South Point Medical and Aesthetics. Raf and AD are in the building. Gentlemen, good morning.
Welcome to work.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Are you ready to work?
Always ready to work.
You ready to work?
4th and 1.
So
There you go.
4th and 1. There we go. That's right. Okay, so Bill was teasing for a while that he wanted to give us a Kyle Vanden Bosch story during the spillover, because Kyle Vanden Bosch, one of 6 new members of the Nebraska Football Hall of Fame.
It's not really a story. So there's two things twofold with it. And you hit on a little bit of it, Jake, but Barrett Ruud used to talk about that the biggest nightmare was going against Vanden Bosch. Probably when he was with the Titans, I think, at the time.
Okay.
And Barrett would be playing on the punt team. And they'd be in what we called punt safe, which the defense stayed in. And he's such a big human and plays
Vanden
so
Bosch.
hard. He said it was a complete nightmare because usually it's on the safe. It's usually like they take a couple steps, like just kind of chill out, punt the ball, fair catch, everybody leaves the field. Not with Vanden Bosch. It was just he would come as hard as he could possibly come every time. He said it was a complete nightmare. And I'm
Barrett
sure
would have to block him.
I have to block him. So Barrett's on the punt. He might be at the wing spot if Kyle was on the outside, or maybe he's at the guard on the inside. I'm not sure what spot he was at. But he said it was just a complete nightmare.
Barrett.
Every time. And this is it was unbelievable. But the part that stood out to me that you mentioned about the Gruden was what he did was they'd have a team meeting and he would show all the rookie defensive linemen. He'd just say, I want you to be the hardest playing, highest effort player on the field. We turn the film on, NFL film on. Then he would show Kyle Vanden Bosch mid-season.
Yep.
Not first game.
No.
Mid-season. He'd show him the film and said, "This is what it looks like. This is what the hardest playing person in the NFL looks
Vanden
like."
Bosch.
And he had that.
What a
type of-
feather in his cap.
Can you imagine when somebody else is talking about you? And I've done that several times where I've taken clips of other people and just be like, "Hey, check this out.
Yeah.
You want to see? I usually use the term, and I got it from actually Gruden. Was like that. I used the term "get the memo," and I had a bunch of plays where somebody ran somebody down that looked like it was out of it and whatever.
Get the memo.
Get the memo. And he was one of those guys.
He got the memo.
Got the memo all the time. So anyway, that's just an interesting story on him from something beyond. And imagine being known as the hardest player playing the most effort in the NFL film.
Yeah. I bet he was. Yeah. I bet he was easy to coach. What's the word I'm looking for? No maintenance.
Yeah.
No maintenance.
Yeah. Oh, people always
I would
talked about
guess.
his red. He had kind of the devil contacts because try to scare people a little bit.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
He had the red contacts.
Did he really?
Kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
The way
God,
he
Jake,
played
you
that.
know a lot of stuff.
Well,
Especially from that era.
Yep.
Yes.
What's your wheelhouse?
But we were saying, guys, that 6 members of the Hall of Fame yesterday. We were surprised that Kyle Vanden Bosch had not been in it yet for the career he had. A 2nd-round draft pick by the Arizona Cardinals. Again, injury problems there. Goes to the Titans. Great career. Lions was great there to finish his career.
How many years did he get? Do you know?
12
I think he
years
played
total.
12 years, and he had problems with injuries the first 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to play 12 years in the NFL?
Oh,
how hard it is to play 1 year? How hard it is to get
Especially
invited to a
at
camp?
DM, you're
That's insane. And guarantee it, I imagine there's probably a couple of years at the end where it's like, why is he here? Just because of what he's done and how hard he plays and what he is in the locker room. All those things just, plus.
And let's face it, his name doesn't readily come to mind all the time when you talk about Nebraska's best rush ends. Tomich, Wistrom, Gregory, who else?
Carricker.
Rucker.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, Vanden Bosch, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You think about Vanden Bosch, you think about that, what's in the Iowa water. Trev Alberts being from Iowa. Vanden Bosch being from Iowa.
Jake being from Iowa.
From Iowa.
From Iowa.
Started off in
you
Iowa.
know,
Nebraska
Jake
guy.
from Iowa.
I was there.
From Iowa.
Yeah. We've snatched some talent out of Iowa, man. Jake's holding it down. Vanden Bosch played 12 years. Jake's been holding it down here at the ticket for 10.
Yeah.
12.
He's been here 12 years.
Yeah.
12.
How's that possible? You were here like when you were 15?
Yeah,
I was 20.
So hold it. Time out. Let's go back on that. So you
No
were
labor
still,
laws
you
in
were still in
radio.
college
Yeah.
when you started here?
junior in college.
Junior college?
Yeah.
Some
What were you doing?
illegalities?
Were you running the board?
No, I was a producer for a year. I started doing the morning show as a senior in college.
Did you?
Yeah,
Senior in college.
Senior in college.
I think you were with Laney and
Laney, yeah.
yeah,
Yep,
and
that-
Apper.
Yep. that
I
was
used
a
to
long
come on
time
the show
ago.
with you guys.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
I've been here for a long time. But I'm still
That's
here.
incredible.
Still here though.
12
That's
years.
Still
incredible.
here.
Yeah. And now you have a
Same
magical
building?
shirt on.
Same building, same studio.
Yeah.
Not anymore for next month though. We need a new
month.
spot
Yeah, new
downtown.
spot.
Jake, you're really impressive when you're talking about Taylor Martinez.
So Martinez, yeah, he's one of the 6. So Van Bosch, one of the 6. Taylor Martinez, also Spencer Long, Troy Dumas, Sam Cook, and David Clark. So Martinez, I was in college when he was in college. We're at this. I think we're the exact same age. He's probably 32 years old.
Who's
but
that?
Taylor Martinez,
Remember him?
Well, yeah, he's decent.
and people, I think when that came out, people were like, "Interesting, he's a Hall of Famer."
Oh,
but
hell
you,
yes,
But
he's a
you
Hall of
forget just how incredible he was as an athlete. He had his moments in the passing game. Never was he didn't look pretty at the shot put style, but he was such an amazing runner that I think he almost gets forgotten about because it didn't end well
All
for him.
conference player.
All conference.
You know what, guys? That was watching on the news last night. There's 3 runs by quarterbacks in my lifetime that stick out the most to me.
Okay, which 3?
The run by Frazier. Eric Crouch's run against Iowa.
So you're talking about Frazier against Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The run. We call it the run.
Yeah.
And then that run by Martinez. And I'm not putting any particular order either. It was just ridiculous because there was the amount of people that missed tackle. They made miss. I can say made miss on that. And Florida just was piss poor tacklers too, man. I mean, he was just like, and a lot of them were. But those 3 runs stick out to me big time as far as Nebraska quarterbacks during those eras, man. It was amazing.
Taylor had a couple. I mean, the one against they got killed in the title
Wisconsin.
game, but the fact he snaps the ball and the line just fell apart. There's 4 guys in the backfield right away, and he escapes it, runs around. This is what he probably ran 200 yards to actually go 60 some yards for a touchdown.
I think it's actually been done. I think they actually did the math on it.
How many yards
How many
actually-
yards
it
it was that
was
you ran
incredible.
to get that run.
That was incredible.
And you thought for Nebraska fan that might be the thing that turned the tide because they were down 14 zip. They made I think 14-10 at that point,
That's
and
right.
just
You're
never.
right.
And
That's
it's still just they could not stop the run that game.
I don't even like thinking
at
about
all.
that.
We were watching that game.
70 points.
Erstad had a party at his place. We're watching that game. And, Erstad is pretty intense. I remember I said, I'm going home. Erstad was red as I don't know what, walking around pacing. And there was a few other, it was just, you thought we had a chance, and all of a sudden, just the wheels fell off after that, man. The wheels
They had
fell
no
off.
answers. They have no
None.
answers.
None.
They had no answers. And they were down, Nebraska at that point they had injuries up front, and they had to move some guys. They were
That's the fly sweep game.
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon would
Yeah.
have the
Jet sweep.
They
Yeah,
couldn't
that was
handle
terrible.
that. They couldn't handle
They had
that.
James White. They had Monte Ball and Melvin Gordon. Just
How
running
about that?
for
How about that 3 in
600
your
ball.
backfield? Those
Oh,
3.
goodness.
That was bad.
But that team wasn't that good.
No, that was a 7-5 team.
That was a 7-5.
And Nebraska had
Wisconsin
beaten them in Lincoln that year.
Yeah.
And they gave up 70 points.
It was a horrendous night.
It was terrible.
It was.
It was not good. All right, that's it for us. The drive with 80 and Raptors.
On that
next
note-
for
On
Steve
that
Sipple,
note.
Busch, I'm Jake.
See ya.
See ya.
We all said nutrition. We've got a career for you. It's a career with employer-paid health care and retirement benefits.